What's up, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the TrueShot Guest Spot Podcast. My guests today are 4/5 of the band Cohen. Cohen recently signed to Modern Empire, formerly known as Stay Sick Recordings. And these guys, man, with their EP that I listened to, they really started to take off with that, in my opinion. This is a band that's very in the ilk of a Sworn In, that kind of style, I think that sound really fits well with Modern Empire. My favorite song by them is a song called Perish. And this was a fun podcast, man. I always make the joke whenever I do a podcast with numerous guests, because other than myself, I'm one person. So when it's any more than one guest, I always make the joke that it's like a WWE handicap match. And these guys had 4. I don't know if I'm ever going to have more than 4 people in an interview, but yeah, these guys are great. They're from Kentucky. We made a lot of jokes. This is probably one of the most fun podcasts I've done. Just really fun conversations. Everything was great. Tune in for yourselves. Almost 2 hours with this one. I can talk, man, and you guys are probably sick of me talking, but that's okay. And I'm going to shut up now, though, so we can get into the interview with Cohen. All right, listen. I usually start these off by saying your names and how's it going, but we got to talk about this truck here. What are you guys in a Walmart parking lot? What's going on here?
Close enough. It's a marathon gas station.
So the reason behind that is they're all at my place. We're prepping to go to the studio next week, and I live in the sticks. So to get enough service to do this, we had to go about
kept driving and you just kept driving until you had service.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, there's only 2 cell phone towers in the state.
Oh man! So I want you guys to all introduce yourselves, because what I love it when I have multiple people from bands on, because I like to use a WWE joke. I like to say this is like a handicap match. This is a 4-on-1 here. So if you guys could all introduce yourselves and what role you play in the band. By the way, guys, this is the band Cohen, if you haven't figured that out by now reading the titles of the video. But go ahead and introduce yourselves, guys.
All right. I'm Gage. I'm one of the guitar players.
I'm Nick. I'm the singer. And I'm Kenton, or at Blind Guy Riffs on Twitter, I guess. That's how everybody knows me, apparently. So.
And my name is Trevor, and I do bass and vocals.
Bass and vocal. All right. So what happened to where's the other guy? I know there's 5 of you. He couldn't fit in the truck, or what's going on?
Well,
that is true. Yeah, he's a big boy.
He is at his house currently. He just had a baby a week ago today.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, as somebody who has a 10-year-old kid, I wish the best for him, and I'll pray for him every day, because he's in for a hell of a ride. You could, does this truck have like the window in the back there that you can open up?
No.
I'm
not metalcore rich yet.
I was gonna say you could put him through you could put his head through there or something.
Yeah.
But I'm stoked to talk to you guys. You guys are a band that I have recently discovered and I'm very much into, and you're from Kentucky, which, I mean, let's just face it, guy. I mean, there isn't too much metalcore coming out of Kentucky. I mean, let's face it.
No.
Yeah, that's true.
We got horses,
Thoroughbreds. Yeah.
Are there any other metalcore bands from Kentucky? I mean, are there?
Knocked Loose. That's it.
Yeah, Knocked Loose.
Okay,
They're from the other side of Kentucky.
Yeah,
So.
I mean, they're from Louisville, so.
They're from the educated side.
We're from the Mountain Dew side.
My girlfriend lived in Kentucky for a brief moment, and she shows me the neighborhoods, and I'm like, that's very frightening. I'm glad that you're alive today.
Yep.
It doesn't look very safe. She told me though, like the rent there is pretty cheap. What's Kentucky like? I mean, give me. I'm from New Hampshire, so I'm like in a quiet, secluded state up here in the pocket of the country. What's Kentucky like for an outsider?
Have you seen Deliverance? It has McDonald's. That's it. Like that is Kentucky.
And also Walmart.
They have Walmarts. Yeah.
Dollar Generals every quarter of a mile, but
she told me that there's Dollar Generals everywhere.
Yeah.
That's like the grocery store there. I heard.
There's 4 in our hometown alone, mine and Trevor's. So
I mean, there really is 4. I thought that was a joke, but no, there really is.
Yeah, they just built one a couple months ago.
That's so funny. No, man, I always get a kick out of it because like she's from here originally and then she moved to Kentucky for a little while and now she's back. But every now and again, like a southern accent will come out and I'm like, where the hell is that coming from? I mean, you were there for like a couple of years. Yeah.
Don't get me started on that, boy.
Boy, I tell you,
shoot.
NASCAR. Yeah.
There it is, man.
I know you guys. So it's funny. It's like you guys in the front are very Kentucky, and you guys in the back are kind of like.
You're right.
He's got it bad too. Like the most backwoods people are the ones in the front.
How did you guys meet as a band? Did you like we had a Dollar General and you just is that how you met? Yeah.
Well,
I'm interested because you're probably only 4 of 7 people who listen to metalcore. Oh no, not 4.
Yeah.
4 of 10. So explain to me how that comes about.
I'll try to keep it as short as I can. Trevor and I are best friends throughout like high school, and any band we tried to start just completely fucking failed. Yeah. I went to college. I met Gage and Kenton when I was there, and we went through a couple lineup changes, but it all just boiled down to going to a place where there's more than just 2,000 people, and I got to meet people from different areas or at least parts of the state that played like metal or were interested in playing metal. Yeah, and I just kind of went from there.
And
then we had this new lineup, and it was just like, this is it. Yeah. It was a lot of trial and error. There's a whole record that like
is in space.
Nobody
knows about it. It's in space.
That's what I've heard. People have told me that. But the only thing, the only thing that I got out of that whole thing you just said is that Kentucky and college. Now, is that a real thing down there? Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Where did you go to college?
Gage and I went to Murray State University.
Oh,
it's
Murray State. Okay.
Yeah, it's about 45 minutes from where Trevor and I grew up, and
that's also where we met our drummer too.
Yeah.
It's that's how we all kind of got introduced, was through college.
It's funny because like I hear all these different college names and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm familiar with that. And it's only because I've seen them in like an NCAA bracket, like that. So Murray State is one of those that I've seen, but that's the extent of my knowledge with it.
We gotta get basketball.
Yeah, they do exactly. Yeah. And also Kentucky. I mean, the state school. They're pretty good. I heard. We got a couple of players, but what's the SAT score for Kentucky? You need to get what is it like 520? You got to put your name on the test. I believe.
We don't even use SATs, so we use the other one.
I love it.
It's got less numbers, so there's less counting.
I'm glad you guys are such good sports about the Kentucky jokes because I always say to my girlfriend, I call it King Tuck. That's what I call it. King Tuck.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. All right. So you guys, I know you just mentioned that there's kind of like an album that's kind of going around Jupiter at this point right now. What happened to that? Because I know right now you guys you have your EP out, Suffer, right now, but what happened to this other music? Is it one of those things? Is it like our EP where it's like, I wish nobody heard this, so we're just going to keep it away from people?
Well,
not exactly. Can I take this one?
Yeah.
It was an old lineup. All right. Yeah. So this will just be kind of like a TLDR of the band. We started in like 2015 writing for an album between then and like early 2018. It just took a long time to, like I said earlier, trial and error, different lineup changes and stuff. And we came up with a bunch of songs that the lineup at the time was really proud of. And I think it was good for where we were at the time. And we put it out at the end of 2018, right as we were forming this new lineup.
Yeah.
And in just retrospect, a lot of stuff, even though it took a lot of time and effort to put into the record, it wasn't executed in the way that we visioned it. So should we drop it on the podcast? Fuck it. We're not re-recording it pretty well. We're not exactly re-recording it. It's getting remixed and mastered.
Long story short, we're gonna add things to it.
Yeah, Trevor.
We're gonna flesh it out a little bit. Around about the time the record was getting made, like I wrote 5 or 6 songs on it, and I took a brief exit from the band. Well, now we're adding my vocals to the record, on this go around, and we're just making it what it should have been the first time.
Yeah.
Interesting.
World exclusive.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna contact what's his name over at Lamb Goat. I'm gonna contact him right now. Just give me a second.
no.
I bet.
A DM real quick.
That's how we get a fucking.
But no, that's awesome. It's funny because for our EP, which is out, and like people can listen to it, unfortunately, and it's one of those things where I know what you mean though. I look back and I'm like, oh God, because when I first met our guitar player, he's one of like those basement guitar players, he's just, in his basement doing his thing. And he's like I remember when I first met him, he has a SoundCloud. He had a SoundCloud, and his name on SoundCloud was Miles from Tomorrow. And I'm like, what the frig is this? I mean, I'm like, this guy's going to have me playing some ambient, soft bullshit. And
that was my last band.
Yeah. I don't know. You guys are kind of like that new heavy sound, which I really enjoy. So it's like when I hear that ambient stuff, I'm like, okay, like I feel like I'm clinically dead at this point. I need something with a little bit more life into it. But
Right.
But for you guys, I came across you, I think honestly on Spotify, some way or the other I did, but this was before you guys, I'm sure you guys were signed at the time, but before you were like officially part of Modern Empire. At least to the public's knowledge.
Right.
And I remember hearing you guys, and I'm not even shitting you. Like I was listening to it and I'm like, damn, these guys would be a good fit on Modern Empire. They're kind of like the Dealer replacement. I mean, that's honestly,
we have a lot of jokes.
Yeah,
that's honestly like what I thought of.
About that.
Yeah. So obviously this sound is up, what you guys love to play, but are you influenced by like, going back like the Sworn In style stuff, or are you guys?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So, not to get too long-winded, I'm obviously anyone knows I'm
get long-winded. I know that the
all right.
the truck's battery might die, but that's okay.
I mean,
I got jumpers. We're good.
Yeah.
We're also at a gas station, so
yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a surprise. I mean, like anyone that knows me knows I'm a big fan of like the whole Sworn In, Youth Forever style. But like Trevor and I grew up on bands like,
For All the Sleeping. Icy
Palisades
Stars.
is a big one.
Palisades.
Icy Stars is like my favorite band all the way through like high school and early college. And then when I went to college, I discovered like the Death Card, got in the Sworn In and Youth Forever and Barrier and all that kind of stuff. And we started writing, and we were like, let's try our hand at this, because it was something Trevor was starting to get into. And
Diet Sworn In.
yeah,
Tired Sworn.
Yeah,
Nice
that's cap.
No, man, Sworn In, especially the Death Card. I mean, that's the reason why Australia has metalcore. I mean, they single-handedly made a whole country's music sound over there. So no, it's definitely, it's one of those things like anytime you hear like that kind of like pick scraping type of metalcore, it's like Sworn In. That's like the first thing that comes to mind. And then obviously, I guess kind of fast forward a little bit, and you have Alpha Wolf. They didn't quite get like that. They kind of did, but they were kind of like a mesh of like a Sworn In, like a Muir kind of. But then you have like Dealer, which I actually remember because we had Aiden feature on a song, and I was like, man, I'm digging the material. It really reminds me of Sworn In. And he goes, well, I didn't take any inspiration from Sworn In. I'm like, you're lying, because you did. I mean, I'm listening to the music. It reminds me of Sworn In. So when you guys wrote the stuff, what was the timeline like with like, I guess a band like, I know Dealers are no longer a thing anymore, but did you guys listen to that and you were like, oh, this is sick, and then kind of had inspiration from that? Or did you guys already have this before?
I guess when I wrote, a lot of stuff, well, actually not a lot of stuff, maybe half of stuff.
Yeah.
But like, I'd never even like heard of Dealer. I was.
Oh, really? Okay.
No, yeah, I'd never even heard of them, and I was like, oh, okay,
interesting.
I now I don't know. I mean, that's just me,
Yeah.
No, for sure. No, I just know because like you just think of like those quintessential that style of bands. But what's interesting to me is because like I have this conversation with the guitar player in my band all the time, because he's like one of those guys, he wants to be super techie and whatnot. But I really like you guys' style. So as guitar players in the band, I guess what makes you, because not that I'm saying you guys aren't technical or whatever, but it's not like it's nothing
Right.
like that, you know what I'm saying? So what makes you, I guess, as a guitar player, because what he would say is like, he's like, oh, I want to do more. So like, what makes you, like, I guess, kind of refrain from going the super riffy styles, just because it's what you enjoy, or what's up? Yeah,
I just need to serve the song, really.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
In
love
my
it.
opinion, I mean, it's all about just like good songwriting, really.
Yeah.
I mean, none of our songs are good.
Yeah.
As someone
Well,
who's not a
I gotta.
guitarist,
But yeah, I guess you can.
I was gonna say, as someone who's not a guitarist, I'll take breakdowns over like shredding any day. But that's just me.
And you're the vocalist, and I totally agree with you. I think all vocalists tend to go that way.
It's just because I suck at guitar.
Well, listen, I have like a MIDI keyboard, and I joke all the time. I'm like, I need to get some like MIDI keyboard lessons because I can't play guitar worth a damn. And I'm like, maybe if I can figure out this keyboard, I can try something. Then I try.
I got you. I offer.
He isn't like
Concert
like
level pianist.
I'm classically trained, and I used to play piano professionally back when I lived in Louisville. That was a good time.
Oh, well, let's go. What do you got?
Any lessons?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Let's
Sounds like a little
play right
track.
now. No, but it's true though. I mean, I just prefer a good breakdown, and so. But you guys, though, your song "Perish" is what really caught my attention. So now, obviously, like we've alluded to a couple times, you're on Modern Empire now. How did that happen? Because a lot of the other, I've talked to Kendall from Dead Crown, who's also on Modern Empire, and his situation was kind of like they were signed like months before it was ever announced. Was that kind of the case with you guys, or did it
It's
happen?
only a few weeks, I think.
Yeah, it was just
Like
before.
might have been a month, maybe 5 weeks. It was not a super long
Yeah,
time.
it didn't take long.
We had originally dropped Perish and Nothing from Suffer. We were shopping around.
Unsigned, yeah.
We were unsigned shopping around for labels with our managers helping. We Modern Empire took interest in it, and we were like, okay. So we had to pull down the singles and
Re-upload them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I actually do remember that because I watched the Perish music video, and then all of a sudden I saw it on Modern Empire, and I was like, oh, that's interesting how that happened. So, yeah, and that's really cool. Okay, so because you guys have that sound that really fits that Modern Empire kind of mold, as we've said. So, is that all that happened? Is just your manager just got their attention and just kind of just went quickly from there? You said.
I think so.
Yeah.
Ultimately, that's about what happened.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Love you, Colin.
Yeah. Shout out.
Yeah,
Colin.
Shout out Colin Reagan.
Yep. Shout out Colin Reagan.
Nice. So now you got. I know that you had said that you were going to the studio. So you're working on some new material. Is it just material to add to the old material, or is this a whole?
Well,
No, it's a
No,
new.
it's a new entity.
We might as well just drop some stuff on here because why not? It's
Yeah.
we're working on. We'll call it an.
It's a record, yeah.
It's a record.
It's a full record, pretty much.
A full length. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Because I know that with Modern Empire, they tend to like, from what I've seen, they tend to like to do like the EP thing, see how that goes, and then they kind of go from there. Like, is that fair to say?
It's hard to say because what we mentioned when we're working on re-releasing our first album. In a perfect world, the way it's going to go is we're going to drop that while we're smoothing out the kinks on the
new stuff.
the new record.
Interesting.
So it'll kind of bridge the gap because we're trying to experiment a little bit more on this new stuff. So I think giving people a taste of what our old music was will, because to most people, it's going to be a brand new record when they hear the original one.
Right.
So it'll kind of fill in some of the gaps because we're trying our hand at some stuff that could fit on our first record, but way like better executed now.
Yeah.
We're definitely pushing, like I don't know how to put it, but we're really pushing the bounds of our limitations and seeing what all we can dabble in and still sound like Cohen, but really push the limits of each other and see what comes from that.
Because as a fan of the band, when I hear the word experiment, I'm like, oh God, are we gonna get like are we gonna get
we said the
two-way
same thing.
Mirror by Loathe sound and stuff? Or what when you say experimenting, what does that mean to you? I know you're saying push the bounds, but I want you guys to be a little bit more specific. Yeah.
I still heavy stuff. Oh yeah.
I'll put it like this if they'll let me put it like this. So we're always gonna write heavy music. On our first record, we tried a lot of melodic stuff that didn't make it on the Suffer, because if you've listened to Suffer, it's just, like 20 minutes of just heavy. And I've come a long way as a vocalist in the past like 3 years, and I want to try my hand at stuff I wanted to do back then, but I couldn't in the way I wanted to. I think I'm finally confident enough in my ability to try some certain things, and we're gonna give it a go.
Yeah, no, that's awesome, man. Yeah, because it's funny. Like I don't know about you, man, but as from one vocalist to another, I spent a number of years just in the car. I call myself a car screamer turned vocal.
I'm absolutely a car screamer.
Yeah, that's what I was. And then I joined the band, and I got like infinitely better, like within a year of being in a band versus just yelling "Lamb of God." Now you've got something, I got infinitely better from doing.
I got
Yeah. So okay. So since you're a car screamer, what was kind of like your go-to band for car scream? Mine was Whitechapel. I was always just like
fucking stars.
Oh man.
My problem with Icy Stars. Yeah, my problem with Icy Stars is hold on a minute. Hold on. Because you got to understand. Okay, so we do the reaction channel, right?
Yeah.
And every time I've got a goddamn Icy Star song, the songs are like 20 minutes long. It's like, can we just cut to the chase here, fella? The songs.
Here's the thing. I was a full blown fucking scene kid. So if you name one of those synth metalcore bands, I got you. But for me, like, I drove to Lexington yesterday. It was about a 4-hour drive from my hometown. I listened to the whole Icy Stars discography front to back, and I didn't get fucking sick of it. I felt like I was 16 again. It was a good time.
Well, because we just did a reaction to 10,000 Feet, which is like
No, that slaps.
Yeah, and I remember we were setting up to do the reaction video, and they have like just the song version, which is like 5.5 minutes, and then they have like that live video, which is like 7:20. I'm like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
We're gonna do just. I'm like, no, we're not doing the 7-minute long thing. But for you guys, I don't really do too many EP reaction videos, just because.
I noticed that. Yeah.
For one, I like to do it with Adam. Number one, just because the thing about Adam being on the channel is I like to bury him a little bit. I like to make fun of him here and there, make fun of his age. So that's why he's there. It's a good time, you know what I mean? But so for the EPs, I tend to do on my own. So I've done you guys, and I think I did Fox Lake, another modern.
Oh,
shout out
Fox Lake.
Yeah,
Those are our boys.
That's a very interesting sound. That I'm looking forward to what else those guys put out, and then also Left to Suffer, who's kind of in that heavy sphere, kind of like with you guys, because they're actually managed. Left to Suffer. They're managed by a guy named Jeff Menig, who used to manage Sworn In. So it all comes back.
Yeah,
it all comes back.
He's in Atlanta, right? So.
Yep, Atlanta, exactly.
Yeah, he runs Featured X.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. Yeah, because you're on Featured X, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same here. What about you? What about you other three? Are you not? Because I mean, no. Listen, you just didn't give them enough. You have to slide them a $20 bill. That's the key. I mean that's
that's what Colin did.
Probably.
Please, Colin.
No, but you guys, man, it's because doing the reactions and whatnot, we listen to a lot of music, and it's not too often where I'm kind of like, because not that I'm trying to sound like the end all be all. Like I know it makes it sound like I'm like, oh, I'm the metal expert here. If I like it, then it's good. But it's like I'm never like kind of like, whoa, like I'm really digging this. And you guys conjured that with me. So when you guys released Perish on your own versus with Modern Empire, obviously it's on a bigger stage, right? I mean, they're a label with 80,000 plus subscribers. What was kind of the reaction that you got just from like comments and stuff like that? Good, bad, or indifferent?
Way more positive.
Yeah. Honestly, it was.
Yeah, the results were far beyond anything
a lot
that we ever expected. Like we were gonna like expecting to be buried, basically.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, okay.
Because our last record, like, it only had like it was like 9 or 10K.
Or like
in-
we had a
in
single.
over 2 years.
Yeah, we had a
Yeah.
single out, and it was our most popular song, and it only had 10K after like 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we hit 10K in like
In a week on Parish,
and
or
we're like,
something. Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you guys, because obviously I know that you guys all have different attachments to the songs for different reasons, or for
Right.
whatever. But for me, Parish is like, all right, this is the
That was
song.
my baby. Yeah.
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 Well, that explains a lot, because you told me in Twitter, you're like, listen, I got these 3 other guys coming on. I'm the most intelligent one.
I did not say that.
Yeah,
That sounds about right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that sounds like
something
him.
you'd say.
Outed me.
Yeah. So I'm curious for you 3 guys, for the other 3, then I guess, like, what's like the song that you're like, yeah, like this one, I can't wait to play it live whenever shows come back 15 years.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and take the reins on this one. I am absolutely stoked to play Nothing live. Like
Okay.
that's the one that I love the most. And like I remember when I first heard these songs played back to me in the studio, I was like, this is gonna be the one. And I'm really excited to see how a crowd feeds off that song. And
Oh man.
because it's high energy and it's a lot of fun, and I think we'll just really enjoy it. It's a tricky song. but I think definitely once we get it hammered down, I think it's gonna be a great one to play live. So that one for me that's my favorite.
Mine too, I think.
Okay. So both of you are Nothing. Okay. And now,
Yeah, for sure.
okay. And you 2 over here.
For me, I guess it would be Suffer. That was mine.
Yeah, that's his baby. That's
Yeah.
that
Well,
was his fucking jam.
out of all of the ones that I contributed to the EP, that one was probably my like shining star too. Like I knew when, like as I was demoing it, like in my home setup, I was like, all right, this thing is it's gonna slap.
Nice.
I mean, it was originally in a low A tuning.
Yeah, well, so like that ending breakdown, like it was probably twice as long as what we actually released. It just kept getting slower and lower until we wound up in like the new Amur territory where it was like, all right, I don't have a 9-string, so I can't track this anymore.
Yeah.
But so yeah, that's
our producer
mine.
was like, "Hey, no."
Yeah, I basically got shut down too. It's like, all right, so we're not gonna do a tactical nuke. And I was like, man.
That would have been awesome.
What about you?
It's a toss up between Parish and Suffer for me. I'll probably go with Suffer just because I think that song has like a little bit of like everything to it as far as like our.
Sorry, Suffer's the one with the messed up music video, right? It's like that's like
Yeah.
Okay,
That was also his idea.
Well, you got to pin that on me, man.
No, we all
That's
contributed.
because
It's
We did all
all-
contribute.
that's from his days of being a scene killer in the Icy Stars. He's like, I got all these visions here. I'm gonna put it out in this music video.
And cut my,
Yeah.
cut my fucking eye out the Phil Fringy night.
It's interesting the amount of people that I've talked to where like Icy Stars is kind of like that. So like the guy, you might have heard of the band If I Were You. Have you heard of them?
Not offhand.
I don't think so.
No.
Okay, they're an interesting band. They've been around for a while. Like they have a decent following, but they're one of those bands that's like barely ever played out. But anyways, the Icy Stars was really like their band coming up as well. But yeah, I don't know. It's interesting how Icy Stars tend to have that kind of electronic-y sound, and then it evolves into the more heavier metalcore stuff later on. I think that's interesting.
You never really would guess that listening to Suffer, but maybe a little bit more on some of the new stuff.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe.
Okay, so you guys are gonna have you guys are gonna be jumping up and down, playing guitar, and you're gonna have.
Oh God,
No, see, that's a no-go for me, dog.
I mean, he's a big boy.
I'm a big boy. Yeah, I'll stay firmly planted on the ground. Thank you.
But listen, I think that whether no matter what, if you're a big boy or not, I think that makes it better though. If you're jumping up and down like that, playing
Yeah,
guitar.
I mean, anybody who's been to any of our shows knows I don't sit still. I'm
He
I'm
does
the one
not
who
fuck
jumps off.
around.
I jump off stage, hit people. You know, like I probably won't be doing that much anymore because I actually got to focus on what I'm playing.
We use more than 4 frets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I got to focus. But back in the day, I was spin kicking,
Yelling at people.
yelling at
just in
people.
time.
Like,
Well,
yeah.
it's interesting because you guys, I know that obviously Kentucky, that's where you said Knock Loose is from. You guys kind of have like that knocked loose vocalist dynamic too. Like it's kind of it's sort of similar. I mean, obviously, you know, you're not as high pitched as Brian is, but it's kind of a similar dynamic.
Well, I can't not say Knock Loose was instrumental. Like when we were starting, Knock Loose was starting to pop off.
I remember that. Yeah.
And we were like, dude, this band's from Kentucky. And like, it did light a fire under our asses.
Because we were like, if they can
do it, we can do it. So that's when Knock Loose started popping off. That's when we buckled down and got serious about it. But as far as the vocal dynamic thing, I mean, for sure, Isaac Hill's rad. Brian's awesome. Like, and they have such a unique tone to each of their voices.
Oh yeah.
Like you hear them feature on a track, you know it's them immediately.
Yeah.
So
I feel like it's kind of, I mean, we're not anywhere near as big as them, obviously, but
yeah,
but both Trevor
It's
and
the
I,
same dynamic.
yeah,
Yeah.
we have a similar dynamic. I think we're like a power duo because he's got that low range and I've got that high range, and we trade off sometimes. He'll do some high shell, do some
Yeah.
low shit,
And
so,
everything in between. Yeah.
yeah, so
and then we're pushing it even harder on this next stuff.
Oh yeah.
that's fucking right. Ugh.
No, it is a good dynamic, and I kind of noticed that like listening to it, because we saw at the beginning of this podcast, I forgot that Knock Loose was even from Kentucky, but like I remember listening to it, I was like, this kind of has a similar vibe because I know I keep going back to Paris, but I can't help it. I mean, I really do.
No, that's all good.
I really
You're
like
good.
this song a lot. You know, I don't know what it is about this one. The other songs are good. Don't get me wrong, but Parish, I'm like, because I have a playlist for the band, and that one's been on there since its inception.
For months. Yeah.
I love that song. I just can't get enough of it. Like that breakdown, like where it's like it's like the vocal swell, and then it's like kind of like stops for a second and it just goes, and then it comes back in. And I don't know why, but I listen to that, and and that's like what I like to call the music where I time that breakdown just right when I'm driving down the street and I know there's people walking by. Like, I'm just like, all right, here,
Yeah.
3, 2, boom, and then I try to see if like the person walking their dog or something turns and looks at me.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
that's great.
Most of the time they're going to be like, what the hell?
What is this shit?
Oh, well, I was
The
listening.
devil.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody has any idea. I mean, especially I'm in New Hampshire, which is, I guess, kind of like Kentucky, but just.
Better education system.
I mean, hey, listen, you said it, not me, you know. But it depends. I guess it also depends on it depends on it depends on what town you go to, though. I mean, I'll be honest. Northern New Hampshire, now that's like a whole other country. They don't even need car inspections up there or anything. They just do whatever the hell they want. Yeah,
So Kentucky.
Yeah. So,
so it's Kentucky. Okay. Yeah,
My whole dad side of the family's up in Connecticut. Well, last time I passed through there, I went to New Hampshire, and there wasn't a whole lot of anything.
it really isn't. It's like little strip malls with a Kohl's. You know, Kohl's Cash is very prevalent up here. We like our
Heck yeah.
No way.
You got to rack up some Coles points.
yeah.
Yeah, so your dad's up in Connecticut. So Connecticut, you must be you got to be a rich kid. Is that what's going on here?
My dad's from up there. He lives in Kentucky, though.
Oh, he lives in
But-
Kentucky.
Yeah.
He is kind of a rich kid.
Unbelievable. Wait, so you're wait, they're laughing.
He got his ass.
Got that
He
metalcore
just
money.
said, bam.
See, I was the poor one. And we balance each other out that way too. You know, the
That's
class
it.
structure.
So you
I was
have
the
so
disabled
you're
one, so that's cool.
Yeah, Kenton's the blind one.
yeah.
No glass ceilings in this band.
No.
So you're the one with the metalcore money. So Now, so that's where Franz got his Lamborghinis from. He bought them from you. Is that what's going
That's
on?
right. That's exactly
Oh,
That's it.
jeez.
Man, what a nice guy, dude. Let
That's-
Franz borrow your Lamborghini.
How fucking humble.
Yeah, what most people don't realize is Kentucky is strictly where Lamborghinis come from.
Yeah.
Right.
Never heard of Italy. What's that?
Yeah, we bus out directly to Italy.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
So I didn't mean to call you out like that. I thought you were going to say no, but the fact that I was kind of right was that it was pretty good. But so have you guys? So now Kentucky, I wanna see if it's kind of like, cause so my town, where I live in New Hampshire is kind of like it's more like I guess evolved now, if you will. By that I mean there's more chain stores, more strip malls and stuff like that. But back in the day, it used to be a grass field with a little diner in the corner of the town. So, but nobody ever leaves. Is Kentucky like that too? Especially like your hometowns? Is it one of those hometowns where no one ever leaves?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean,
And the ones that do are on mission trips.
yeah, yeah,
Like-
yeah. I mean, that's a safe bet. Like, I mean, hell, we all went to college in Murray, and we're all pretty much still living in our own hometowns again.
Yeah.
So
I'm still in my hometown. That's why I ask. But
yeah,
so my girlfriend. Now I can't say this too loud because I don't want the authorities to come after me here on the podcast.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
But-
oh, boy.
But I hear that Kentucky, they kind of dabble with the crystal meth. Is that true?
yeah. They're wild around here, dude.
For the record, Cohen does not partake in.
No,
crystal
yeah,
meth.
no, we don't.
Yeah,
We don't
do
partake
meth.
in that.
Oh,
No.
Obviously, I don't do math.
Speak for yourself.
Hold on,
We don't?
I want all of you to
We don't?
smile real quick. I just want to confirm this.
Oh, me, my, they're all there.
You're good.
They're crooked, but they're all there.
Holy shit.
Oh god.
She's told me some wild stories about like people just like jumping on the hood of their car, like punching
Yeah.
the windshield. I'm like, punching the
Yeah.
windshield.
I lived in Evansville, Indiana, about an hour and a half away from where Trevor and I are from, and it's the #1 meth capital in the states.
Oh my god. Yeah, Evansville. I had a friend who lived in Evansville, and I hear that's a very boring area. Just like boring. Like there's really
Pretty
nothing,
boring.
there's nothing there.
Besides for the crime, yes, it's
Yeah. Yeah. You got
Yeah,
crime.
they gotta keep
Man.
themselves entertained somehow, But,
yeah.
so now I know this is kind of like always like the interview. I try not to stay within like the typical band interview questions, but you guys have a band name that's very interesting, Cohen, and I
Oh, I'm so
only-
excited.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
only
Fuck yeah, we
thing-
finally got this
All right,
question.
here we go.
So the only thing that I think of, and this is definitely not what it is, but the only thing that I think of is the Bears, Chicago Bears backup running back.
Okay,
Oh, no.
first off, go Bears. I'm a Chicago sports fan minus the Cubs. But no, Cohen came from a very near and dear place in our hearts. Are you familiar with the game BioShock?
I know it. I haven't played it, unfortunately. I haven't played it.
Okay. Well, there's an artist in the world there, and what was his name? Sander Cohen.
Yeah,
Sander
Sander
Cohen. And that's where Cohen came from. He's like a mad artist, and everything has to be perfect, and it's all gory and
Yep,
yeah,
that's Cohen.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
pretty
Cohen.
much.
Yeah.
I
Everything
like
has to be-
that. I like because so my band TrueShot came from a video game as well, so that's pretty cool. that-
Oh shit! Which one?
okay. Kind of nerdy, but World of Warcraft.
Hell yeah!
Yeah. Okay.
Leroy.
Any of you play or have played? I'm sure everybody's played
Not anymore.
Long time
Yeah.
ago.
Not
Long time
Long
ago.
time ago.
Been about 10 years.
Yeah.
about 10 years. Yeah, no, it's one of those games that I think somebody at some point has played it. It's just been around forever at this point.
Yeah, and there's a reason it's still around because it's damn good.
Yeah. Well, and they're recreating the old versions of the game too, which is fucking awesome. Like
That's pretty
yeah,
rad.
yeah, they're coming out with Burning Crusade all over again. But
Oh shit!
Really.
I might play again.
well, there you go. Get on there. We'll play,
Ooh,
and then we
bet.
can, and then we can. Well, we can have. I'm gonna forget your name, Nick, right?
Yeah.
Trevor. Okay, Nick. Okay.
Yep.
There's
Yep.
too many of you. This is what happens when there's I forget everybody's name. So there's Kenton, Nick, Now, which one is Gage? Okay. All right, let's do this one more time. Kenton, Nick, Gage, Trevor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nailed it.
All right, Kenton, Nick, Gage, Trevor. Okay, I'll get it. So we'll have
All right.
we'll have Nick's dad pay for all of our subscriptions. We can
Hell yeah.
Just OnlyFans.
only interesting. Now,
We're gonna make. We were talking about the idea of making a Conley fans.
As a joke. It's a joke, I promise.
You get exclusive
It's
content.
not a joke.
live from the studio. Yeah, no, you could have some interesting Conley fans.
Yeah.
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 I kind of like
Cohen
that.
casting couch.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Cohen casting. Oh boy, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Is that how the baby got made for your drummer? Is that on the Conley?
I gotta go.
Y'all ain't going nowhere till I unlock these truck doors.
What kind of truck are you in, by the way? I'm curious.
Silverado.
Silverado. What
Yeah.
year? I just want to put the Kentucky picture together here. What year is Silverado? Is it before 2000?
Yeah. No, it's a 15. It's
Oh, come on.
I'm not quite ran out with
Listen,
the,
I want
Where's
to
the
be.
poverty?
I want you to be in like a red, rusted out, hubcap, near above the hubcap old truck. I want you to be in one of those.
Marlboro
this is a barely functioning S10 from the 70s.
I like that.
T2.
Yeah.
That'd be
It
incredible.
doesn't even have its cat in it.
Yeah, just blah, 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 blah.
So,
This is our
Well,
resident tire salesman.
Man, shut up.
okay, that's actually okay. I like that you brought that up. A tire. Okay, I want to ask you guys what you guys do for as a day gig.
Okay, well, I'm an assistant manager to a tire shop / mechanic shop.
Okay.
So do the bookkeeping and stuff like that. Sometimes I'm in the back of the shop helping the guys out,
All
but
right.
that's what I do.
Cool.
I'm a maintenance mechanic for a plant here in town, like a factory.
See, that's what I would have guessed, something like that. If you were like, yeah, I'm a painter, I'm an arborist, I would have been like, so when you say mechanic, I'm like, all right, that makes sense, but okay.
And then I work at a grocery store, and I also mix bands every now and then.
Yeah, I see that you're a producer. Do you produce Cohen? Do you produce?
No.
Not yet.
Not anymore.
Okay, all right. And he doesn't work because of his dad, right? Is that what's going on?
Literally, yeah.
I worked.
I'm
So
kidding.
I just moved back from Louisville, so I'm kind of in between work. I'm still technically employed at this place. I worked at a gun range up in Louisville.
Oh my god! Okay, I take back everything I've said about you this whole podcast.
There it is.
Oh, he ain't capping.
Yeah. fun Cohen fact. I'm like a big gun nerd, low key, and I used to shoot. I used to shoot competitively and shit.
Oh, that's
I don't think I've ever really brought that up on a Cohen thing, but it's super low key.
well, that's cool. So you might hear my cat in the background. He's very loud and obnoxious. I apologize in advance.
What's his name?
His name? Well, so he's one of those cats that he was a rescue cat, and he was old enough at that point that he doesn't have a name. He has a name, but he doesn't know his name. So you can call him anything, and if you say it in the right tone of voice, he'll respond to you. But
Fair enough.
his name is Romeo. But I call him all different kinds of stuff. Maybe I'll call him Cohen for a day. We'll see how he responds to it.
Bet.
That works.
Yeah.
Hey, what up, little Parrish?
Little bear.
Little Parrish.
I just come up with random names for them. I don't even know where they come from. They're just noises. I'll do a mouth riff. That's how I help the band write music, because I'll have a voice memo and I'll be like, and then I'll
That's how I write things.
That's how I
Yeah,
write it.
yeah.
yeah.
I wrote Parrish that way. Believe it or not.
No, you did not.
I did.
He was like, bound, and all.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's me and a turkey. I was just bad at it.
I was gonna say you put a turkey sample over. Oh, you guys have got to post a meme or something like that on your Instagram or something.
We're not a huge band anymore.
Used to be.
Be fantastic.
We're not a meme band anymore. We used to be.
No, shit. used to be my ass.
Now we're signed.
Listen, I think
We're signed so the memes go away.
Yeah.
That's cap.
The names stay in the group chat.
All of the group chats are muted on my phone, if that tells you anything. Like, I have to check it about once every other day, and it's just nothing but dank memes.
Listen, I think the turkey needs to, maybe that can go on the Conley fans, because the turkey,
Yeah.
you could tie, I mean, you could, turkey, you could tie that into some sort of sexual innuendo.
That's-
Conley fan.
I don't know. Like,
But I'm so
I was
sorry.
gonna say we could go family friendly and have holiday content, but here we are.
Well, so speaking of
Oh,
your
shit.
content, I pick up on little things because I'm a marketing geek, and I think that, so you guys do something that's very interesting with all your posts. You have like the X's. I like
Mhm.
that. Like the X. Where did that? I'm gonna guess that came from Nick, but
Yeah.
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 where
I think
did,
that was Nick.
I just, that feels like when I see those X's, I look at Nick. I'm like, he seems like the type of guy to come up with something cool like that. It's interesting.
No, it just means I'm straight edge.
No, we're not.
That's yeah.
Cohen is not a straight edge man. I'm going on the record to say that right now.
Okay.
Anyways,
But meth is not involved.
No,
I don't
do
know.
not do methamphetamine.
do heroin, but not meth. Anyway, continue.
Two different things.
I mean, apples and oranges, you know.
When we were shaping up all the new shit, we wanted to. I don't know. It sounds
Have a
really.
little bit of an image, I guess.
Yeah, we're trying to work on our image and brand, and it sounds super
Yeah.
cliche, but I want to treat the band as kind of like a brand. I want to develop our own lore and universe behind everything.
As long as it's Carhartt.
Yeah.
Oh,
Carhartt, Wintergreen, Coors Light.
anyways.
I don't know. We were talking with our manager about some sort of branding thing, and I came up with the X's. I don't know. There's 5 X's because there's 5 numbers. It's pretty straightforward.
Oh, okay. No, well, it's interesting. I mean, it's one of those things that's like, it kind of grabbed my attention just because it's like, you don't, I
Mhm.
mean, people don't normally, obviously, they're not like, X, how's it going? X, they're not, nobody
Right,
yeah.
posts like that or whatever. So I saw that and it grabbed my attention. I just thought, because what I did notice about you guys, because I remember when I first found you, I went to your website and you had like a branding page, which you don't really see too much of that anymore.
Oh, yeah, it was our old it's the old assets page we used to have on the website.
Yeah, we used to have an assets page. 'Cause
Yeah.
we had it was a private link on that page, which was like our.
It wasn't private though.
It wasn't private. It was supposed to be. It was
I
like
saw
our.
it, yeah.
It was like our press kit,
Yeah, pretty much.
and it was labeled out to showcase like everything we were bringing to the table. I guess as far as like branding, imagery, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that is something that definitely kind of goes overlooked with bands. And I mean,
Oh, absolutely.
and
I agree.
And I mean, you guys could be the reaction band. Well, that's what we've turned into. So I would prefer to be the X band than the reactor band. I think that would be a lot easier because we get the comments every now and again about like this reaction band. But again, it goes back to the branding thing where it's like, I'd rather be known for something than nothing at all.
Yeah.
Just being like another metalcore band or whatever. So no, I noticed that. I thought that was super interesting because you guys have kind of like an aesthetic too, which I think of like a Static Dress, who kind of has like that kind of. I don't know if you've heard of Static Dress or not.
Fucking love them. I'm gonna say that and someone's gonna like Cohen's copying Static Dress.
Oh, so is that what happened? Okay, headline. Cohen,
No, but
Static
I am.
Where's
a
the
big,
lamb goat?
I am a big. We'll just clear it. I am a big Loath fan, big Static Dress fan, big Static Dress fan. So I mean, like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, well, it's because Static Dress has like that similar aesthetic, and I noticed like with your just even like promo photos and all of that. So, was that something that was kind of brought to you guys by like your manager in terms of branding, or was that just kind of like an innate thing that you guys had, where you're just like, we really want to have like an image?
It's something I've wanted since we started the fucking band.
Yeah.
And it never worked. And
No matter how hard we try.
yeah, like it goes back to the trial and error thing. Like
Yeah.
we just it just took time, and we're finally coming into it more. We're trying to lock down that image further on the new shit too.
And we're also doing what comes natural to like what I guess our aesthetic. Because I think we maybe tried to force it in the past, and it just didn't.
Yeah,
it didn't get received well, and we didn't really like it. But now we're just kind of vibing and trying to
we used to
encapsulate
wear a lot
that.
of button ups and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when we first started, our old lineup, we were like the flannel band. Like every band wore a fucking flannel.
Yeah.
You need to see the old video.
The old flannel.
Yeah.
Oh
He
god.
fucking does it.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
It's so bad though.
Worst music video of 2017.
Oh my god! Now I gotta see. It's like it kind of sounds like Cohen goes Oakley Dokley or something like that. That band.
Pretty much.
Except Oakley Dokley's actually good music at face value.
I'll put it this way. One of the top comments on the music video was, these guys look like they just came out of their office jobs. And what's funny
Or
is at
Mumford
the
and Sons or something.
yeah, at the time I was working a 9 to 5 at an office, and I was like, ooh, I was like, they got me.
Yeah, there was a bunch of people saying we looked like we were in like Mumford and Sons.
Yeah.
If that tells you anything.
It's funny you say that because when we first started our band, the drummer at the time was a longtime friend of mine, and he worked at a bank, and he would come to whenever we had a show, like during like the week or whatever, when he was working, he'd come to the show like in his shirt and tie and play like that. So that's very
awesome.
interesting that you said he came once in an astronaut outfit too, which was
That's pretty
I
on
mean,
brand.
Hard.
these guys won't let me wear my duck hunting jacket on stage anymore, so I'm kind of pissed. But that's
No more
whatever.
natty light.
Yeah, he's got a
He's got a sick.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay, yeah. Like in all honesty, I have a natty light jacket and it's fucking balling.
It's really
Fuck y'all,
shiny.
I'm still wearing it.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
you've
so shiny.
gotta wear that. I mean, you have
Oh, it's drip.
It's like it's reflective.
Yeah.
Like to say the least.
He doesn't have to have like
I
a
like-
safety on the bicycle. He just
Yeah. Just wear the natty.
Like a lot of chrome.
Oh my god! No, I like how the definition of drip in California is like Bape hoodies, and then in Kentucky it's natty.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
I love that. So kind of, because we're all kind of waiting here for shows to come back. I don't know if you guys saw it, but last night in Australia anyway, the band Diamond Construct played a show in front of 600 plus people in Australia. The shows are kind of coming back there in Australia, which seems like a far cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah.
Nobody here wants to listen to shit.
We'll leave this. We don't want to go too deep into it. But,
Yeah.
but long story short, let's. We're hurt. We miss shows.
Yeah.
People need to just do what they're told. And
Sheeple.
Oh my god.
y'all are safe for not wearing your mask.
That's just
Yep.
propaganda.
That's propaganda.
Well, Nick said he's a gun enthusiast, so obviously he thinks that Corona is fake.
Oh, where are the 5G towers,
Yeah.
Nick?
Man, all I'm saying is that Burlington Coat Factory killed Jeffrey Epstein.
Well, that actually might be true. So I mean that's honestly not like a conspiracy. It's just
I fully support masks, just for the record.
Yeah.
No, we all try to be safe about it because
Yeah.
if we're not, I mean, if we don't, I don't know.
We just try to do our best and what we think is right and trying to help get those numbers down.
Yeah.
We want shows more than anything.
No, for sure. So what is I mean, based on our whole conversation here tonight, it might be kind of a silly question, but I'll whisper it just so nobody outside of the truck hears this. But
Hold on, I'll roll the window.
yeah,
All right, we good.
how's Kentucky handling COVID?
Okay, so imagine this. KFC says, "Hey man, half price on the buffet." All right, pandemonium. Like
We had no toilet paper for 2 months.
2 months. Yeah, we were out of toilet paper, but nobody would wear a mask. Like they'd be like, "I gotta have my Charmin Ultra." like,
Because I work at a grocery store and it was hell.
Oh my god.
when people were coming into the shop, they're like, "Y'all sell toilet paper on the low?" I'm like, "No, dude, I don't."
Black market
We had
toilet.
some good
What?
year fucking
Goodyear shit paper. Damn.
black market triple ply. You know, it's a
Got that light truck rated shit paper.
Made for truckers.
Yeah, by truckers for truckers.
you probably have like that. What is it, like that blue fiber cloth stuff with a car to would clean your car?
Yeah,
Rolled out
yeah.
too. Oh my god!
Some microfiber fucking like towels or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Now reusable.
So what you're saying is Kentucky is handling it very rationally, very
right.
yeah.
Yeah, it's my right.
They love
to
their
infect-
rights, Gary.
Yeah, they're like, let's
Holy
infect
shit.
other people.
Yeah.
I have a medical condition.
Yeah, I smoke 7 packs of cigarettes a day. I can't wear a mask.
That's exactly what it's like.
Like, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Oh man,
No one really wears them either.
TLDR Marlboro. That's
Yeah.
all you need.
it's such
That's
a
how we're
funny,
handling it.
It's such a funny freak. Like, it's such an the concept. Obviously, I mean, obviously, I know you guys have said it, but it's like, to me, it's like, do I think, like me personally, like being a 28-year-old guy, do I think if I walk through a Walmart that I'd die? No, but you know, it could potentially affect other people. And
Yeah.
and they're saying to wear a mask. So it's like, what am I going to do? Argue with the clerk, like the old man that's checking you, that greeting you? Welcome to Walmart. I'm not fucking wearing a mask. Like, what am I going to do? What is that? You know, like, I don't understand why people do that. It's like they tell you to wear a shirt. You wear a shirt.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
For me, it just boils down to like common courtesy. It's like if it'll make someone feel
Exactly.
less vulnerable if I wear a mask. I mean, if it gives them peace of mind, there's no reason not to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, just suffer
Yeah.
through the suffer.
Suffer.
Just get. I mean,
Interesting.
masks aren't comfortable, but like whatever.
No, but no, you're absolutely right. So like, I don't know, man. Like, I see so much different information out there about, like, now they're saying that there'll be herd immunity in April and all this other stuff. And it's crazy, man. I don't know. Cause like, I don't know about you guys, like, cause you know, my band, we have shows booked for like towards the end of the year. And I'm like, well, see if those happen. Cause it's like a year, like,
Not yet for us.
nothing.
Yeah, we're not even
Really hasn't
trying
yet.
right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we're just trying to keep our heads down and
Write new music.
Right.
Yeah, we're just
music.
mainly focusing on creating more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Yeah.
No, and I'm looking forward to a full. So when, okay, so with the full length, do you guys kind of have everything kind of at least, like, I like to call it like the skeleton, or do you have like some songs you're going to work on in the studio? What's kind
Yeah,
of
it's a little of both.
okay?
Yeah.
we're I'd say we'd have like 5 or 6 rough ideas, maybe a couple really solid demos.
Yeah.
But then we're gonna, get together with some outside sources and,
With our producer.
with our
Yeah.
producer and, maybe do some networking and try to work with
Networking.
us. Well, what I
I know
mean,
what you mean.
don't clown. But like, try to get some outside input on it.
He said honk honk.
Motherfucker said Hong Kong.
All right.
Oh God.
Yeah, we're just writing creatively with our
I will
friends.
turn this truck around.
I was about to say he'll turn that truck around. I mean, he will.
Yeah.
Shit, no more service. Bye.
But yeah.
For me, I have like 1,000 things written lyrically, and I'm just gonna.
He has
I'm just
a lot of lyrics.
I'm just gonna. I've been going through some shit. I'm just gonna shave it all down to fit whatever they write instrumentally, and we'll just go from there. So
Yeah.
So who do you know? Well, obviously that's a silly thing to say, but who is the producer that you're working? Who do you know who the producer is? No, we haven't. We're gonna walk in blind. We'll figure out who he is when we get there.
Well, I mean, I will.
They have to hold your
It's
hand.
okay to
Like,
laugh. It's fine. I promise.
no, when you say that you're blind, when you say that you're now, I want to be very careful here because I don't want to make any blind jokes or whatever and have you be like legitimately.
That is literally okay with me. I do not mind.
Are you like actually like blind? Like
Yes. Like
no, you're not.
I'm like nearly there.
Like Nick will have to help you walk to the car in 5 years.
Every now and then.
yeah,
Yeah.
Because it's dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's dark, we gotta.
I'll just
Oh
have
my
them like
God.
on my shoulder.
Yeah.
When did that? What is that like a? Oh, obviously it's a
I'm
genetic.
just I was a preemie and
We just got really real.
I have a twin.
Podcast.
Huh?
We just got real here on the podcast.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah,
We
ain't
did.
nobody smiling no more. We're like,
all the jokes
like-
cut out. It's like, oh shit.
I'm sorry, I'll be quick. Really, ever since birth, I've just, I'm not able to drive, which, whatever. Like,
You gotta
That's it.
you have to use a story like, yeah, I was walking down the street and nuclear waste fell on the
Oh,
ground and
hang on, I'm sorry. Okay,
Okay, go ahead. Try again.
all right. I was at a sex shop, right?
Okay, there we go.
And there was a dildo display. I'm sorry. All right.
Oh my God.
oh no.
Cut that out.
A
This is
shake and bake meth bottle
Cut-
blew up the side of his head.
There's not Can you cut that out?
The chili powder's my signature.
Chili Pete.
this is a family show, by the way. I know that we
Oh,
talked
there
about
goes
Oh,
your
no.
there goes your ads.
I know we talked about crystal meth here tonight, but this is a family show. But no, but
You said nah.
so what we were talking about before, the producer. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay.
on Suffer, it was Jack Daniels.
like the
Love
like
that
the, like the like the alcohol.
No, that's his real name.
Yeah, that's his legit name. Is
Uh,
Jack C. Daniels.
He's in War of Ages as well. If you know who
Okay.
they are.
I've heard of
They,
this.
they slap.
He's nuts. I fucking love him. And then with the new stuff, Nick, I don't know.
We're gonna be
really
working
all
with
details.
him still.
We're gonna work.
No,
with,
yeah,
we're
we're
gonna
still
work
working
with
with
Jack.
Jack.
So, but we're also hiring a friend of ours who's a producer. His name is Drew Sullivan. He works. He's the front of house tour manager, sound guy for Crown the Empire. We came as Romans.
Okay. I've heard of those bands once or twice. They're pretty,
Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty popular. But this guy Jack Daniels, I mean, he's got an easy sponsorship deal waiting for him. I mean, is he
Oh, he
capitalized?
hates
Yeah.
Jack Daniels.
Surprisingly enough,
Yeah, because he's like, every year people just give me bottles of Jack.
Yeah.
Like-
And then last year,
I just want a bottle of Jim. Jesus.
why do they always give me Jack?
It'd be
I don't
funny
even
if he,
like bourbon.
it'd be funny if he was like, I only drink almond milk with a name like Jack Daniels. It'd be just hilarious. If that was what happened.
He is not a vegan, that's for sure.
I was gonna say I was gonna make the vegan joke, but I didn't know if anybody here was. I didn't want to take. I mean, I've already insulted Nick there in the back numerous times, so I just
I'm not vegan anymore.
no.
I was never vegan. I was never vegan. Y'all quit fucking playing.
All right.
Oh shit.
I've tried some diets. All right.
Dude,
Me too, damn.
I try keto every 6 months for like 3 days, and I'm like, enough of this.
I've never tried keto, but I was pescatarian for about a year and a half, and then I was a vegetarian for about a year.
What is pescatarian?
You just eat the only meat you consume is like seafood.
Oh, really? Interesting. Is there any like just McDonald's diet that I could go on? Is that one that works?
Hey.
Yeah, that was-
Now that's just rude and a low.
Now to
blow.
answer your question, my man.
See, that's our dynamic.
He's got
Now, hold on, before you answer that, are you the type of guy like me where you know the prices of stuff from McDonald's after tax?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Like, I gotta bring a $20 bill with me everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? My T-Bell orders be $15.
See,
Dude, I got you beat, T-Bell.
I've never had Taco Bell a day in my life, believe it or not.
Never.
Don't
What?
do it. Don't do
Don't.
it.
Run on Taco
Don't
do it.
Bell.
I'm telling you right now, do not, because it's a money pit.
That's
Yeah.
Run on Taco
The
Bell.
reason why
bread and butter.
reason why is up until a week ago I was pescatarian, so I just haven't.
Wait.
I'm joking. Nick's gonna hate
Are
me.
you capping?
Nick's gonna hate me. I don't know why, but I'm
Put
zeroed
the
in on-
clock down.
Nick seems like he can take a joke, which is good because
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's his
I've
role
been
in the
clowned
band.
on. I've been clowned on from the start. Not as bad. That's why Trevor left originally, because he was the one that always got clowned
Yeah,
on.
no,
Yeah.
What's funny is you think you can take a joke until you read his lyrics.
oh, that's listen. The lyrics are where you let it out. Okay, you gotta let it out.
You can joke on that.
Oh,
That's heartfelt stuff right there. But now back to McDonald's. Okay, I want to ask you.
Hey, what's up, boy?
Yeah. your
got
meal.
you,
What's your meal? So me and you, we walk into McDonald's. What are you getting?
Me?
All right.
And it's
No,
on
it's
me.
me. It's my time, baby.
It's on me. I'm buying. What are you getting?
Oh, man.
Oh, you buying?
Yeah.
No, I usually try to keep it pretty simple because where I work, there's a McDonald's right next door.
Oh, no.
So, dude, I don't even really have to walk. I can just roll over there. And like, no, what I usually do is I get the quarter pounder with bacon that they started doing recently, about $8.39 for a medium combo. You know what I'm saying? I get the medium, so I feel a little bit better about myself. And then when they're in, I know the spicy McNuggets are back right now.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
I always add an order of that and then get some ranch, and then that's it, my man.
All right. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I want.
McDonald's.
I'll get you guys the McDonald's orders too, but I want to give you a tip, and I want you to try this because everybody that I've told, it's very polarizing. I call it the Amur of McDonald's order. Okay, so it's
All right, let's get it.
Oh boy.
You love it or you hate it. Get chicken nuggets, okay,
Okay.
and get sweet and sour, but also get the Big Mac sauce and mix the sweet and sour and the Big Mac sauce.
That's
you,
great.
That's
man.
happening tomorrow.
I'm telling you
That
that,
is happening.
and I want
We're
you to
literally
report,
doing this tomorrow.
I want you to report back to me. I want you to, if you want to have if you can make a video, I don't care. I want to see this because I'm telling you, you will love it. I don't know how I found it. It was like the guy who discovered Reese's, like chocolate and peanut butter. I don't know how that happened, but it was like that moment for me. I don't know where it came from. But okay, so I want to get the other McDonald's orders here. I always talk about McDonald's and Amur. That's like my thing. Amur.
That is A-okay with me. Hey,
Yeah.
shit.
Okay, who wants to go next for their ideal McDonald's order?
Maybe Gage.
Oh
Yeah,
boy.
let's hear it, Gage.
Uh,
What you got?
Gage, come on.
You got a pen and paper handy?
Yeah, 1 sec. I got the paper here.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit. Well, so I guess I need to preface this by saying that I am a 1 meal a day kind of guy. So I carbo load about
it in. Okay, I'm looking for a pen.
about 10,000 calories in one sitting, and then I'm done for 16, 17 hours.
So you're the Michael Phelps of metalcore. He was on.
Yeah, we could say that.
Yeah,
Oh shit. So yeah, 2 McDoubles,
Okay.
a McChicken,
All right,
Okay.
a 10-piece nug,
for sure.
Okay.
and then usually a Big Mac.
Wait, all at once? Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's a lot, man.
no fries?
Nah, dude.
Wait, yeah, no fries.
No drink either.
just straight dry.
He drinks.
Throwing it all.
He drinks his saliva. His saliva.
Yeah,
Just like,
yeah.
oh, yeah, I love it.
Yeah. And then, depending on if I only got about 8,000 calories a day before, I might throw in a couple McFlurries.
Oh,
A couple?
No.
Holy
No.
shit.
What you just said reminds. So my brother, my younger brother, when he goes to McDonald's, he gets the McChickens and the McDoubles, but he gets what's called a McGangbang, and he puts.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's a thing down there. Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
Started in Kentucky, actually.
It actually originated
actually
at the
our
McDonald's
state.
down the street.
That's a state bird.
It's a McGangbang. The Cardinal was replaced in 2014.
The wild McGangbang.
So I'm gonna guess that Nick's ideal order is the fillet of fish, since he's pescatarian.
Not anymore.
No,
Not anymore. He said, fuck off.
Oh, fuck.
no, this cat.
Here's the thing. I've never been a big McDonald's person. For me, it would be like a coffee and 2 McGriddles. Any time of the day.
All right. See, I don't feel bad about making fun of Nick this entire podcast. So we'll move on to Kenton.
Mine is probably like 1 McDouble, a medium fry, and a large.
So
I'm going to
good.
say a large Coke with no ice. That's it.
Yeah, this cat never orders ice.
Never.
Ever.
Anywhere.
Really?
The ripoff.
It's already cold, and it's more drink that way. Simple.
Dog, then you got the ice cubes for flavor that kind of
Alright.
taste like Coke.
They don't taste like Coke.
They
taste like
kind of
water.
taste like Coke.
So
man.
do you know why like all those sodas from McDonald's taste so good? Do you know why?
They're so good.
It's the length of the straw, amigo.
Well,
Oh,
also, like, you know how, like, if you've ever worked at like a restaurant, you know how, like, in the back, like, they'll have like those like cardboard
Those-
boxes,
Yep.
but for McDonald's, they store it in metal.
Really?
They store the syrup in metal containers so that way it stays colder. So that way when it, yeah.
Yeah.
That's fucking brutal.
Yeah, that's heavy.
It's filled with mercury.
oh, we're all dead.
So Nick, I'll let you redeem yourself after that cockamamie McDonald's order. I mean, that's just, I mean, come on, a coffee and McGriddles. Anyways, what's your favorite fast food place?
Oh, shit.
Taco fucking Bell.
Yeah.
All right, let's hear this man's T-Bell order.
Oh,
It's pretty
yeah.
legit.
Okay, I'm gonna roll back the clock and when T-Bell was good because like they're about to bring back potatoes, but potatoes was it 4 spicy potato soft tacos, large Baja Blast, roll the tape. That's it.
That's it.
Roll the tape. See, the
Maybe some
Baja
like
Blast-
someone like the cinnamon bites.
Cinnabon Delights.
Yeah, those.
Ooh,
Yeah,
those are-
12 pack
Yeah,
of
12
those.
pack
Those
of
are
those
sex.
just for me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's on God.
Those are
Yeah.
sex, dude.
Good shit.
Baja Blast seems to only be a Taco Bell thing. It's like nowhere else is Baja Blast consumed. Like nobody
They
drinks.
started selling them in cans
Seasonally.
seasonally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's only the summer, right?
Yeah.
I think it's
During
only
Lent.
summer.
During Lent.
I don't know why Taco Bell and KFC became a thing. Like, how did that become like a part? I mean, that's just a
We
very
got one of those in our
Because they're
hotel.
under the same brand or whatever.
Yeah, they're both owned by
Yeah.
Yum.
Yum brands, yeah.
Oh, so okay, you know, like this, you know, the subsidiaries, you know, the business model over there.
Yum
Well,
Center.
Oh,
Yum
that's how-
Center.
yeah.
There's the KFC Yum Center in Louisville.
Oh, really?
That's why. It's an arena.
It's,
it's not
an
arena.
It's an arena.
It's the biggest.
It's an arena.
I'm pretty sure it's the biggest basketball arena in the states.
Yeah.
Is that where
That's pretty
Knock
rad.
Loose's A Different Shade of Blues billboard was that right out front of that stadium?
Yes, I want to
It was
say,
close
yeah.
over there, but yeah, actually.
Interesting. Yeah, I saw that they had a billboard down there, and I'm like, you would never see that in any other state. A metal.
No.
I mean, never, nowhere.
Metalcore money. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, Nick
Thanks,
Fife.
like fraction.
I know honestly, I'm gonna just say it. Shout out to Knock Loose for like getting as big as they are, because it really is cool to see that shit. Like just
Because there are like no other bands around us. Like,
I mean, there's Cage the
I mean, I guess really, I'm sorry. No heavy, like no really heavy ass bands, in like in our area, and it's really a little shitty because there's no local scene. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, like
if we literally,
we have to drive 6 hours, 55 minutes to go play in front of 10 people.
You got it down to the minute. I like that. So that, yeah.
Oh no.
there's a
Yeah.
long story.
Holy
behind
shit.
that.
Maybe next time. Maybe next time.
this would
If
be a
you'll have
long
us.
podcast. If,
Yeah, you don't want to hear this one.
We
I
played
like-
some shot shows.
I like to think of this podcast as like a Joe Rogan. It's unedited. Just go.
Oh no.
All right, go ahead.
where's Zach when you need
Hold on.
him?
Let me adjust my pants real quick. So I can-
Dude, smoke this DMT.
Hey, look.
All right.
Hold
So
that
go
video.
ahead.
All right. I'm gonna tell this story. I've told it on record probably 5 or 6 times, but it's worth saying it every time.
No one's ever heard it. Really.
I'm gonna give you the TLDR version because if I was to tell this story, it would take me a complete 24-hour time to explain everything that's happened to me, just me,
Okay.
during this situation.
Not even Nick or
No, not the rest of them, which their stories are just as important as mine.
I mean, I wasn't around for
Gage
Yeah,
I
Gage
wasn't
wasn't
there. I
there.
wasn't either.
Yeah.
I wasn't there.
Is so long story short,
27.
we had a what was it? An agent. I'm using air quotes hardcore.
Oh, he saw.
Yeah. So
Okay. All right.
and he was like, "Hey, dudes,
That should have been a red flag. That should have been a red flag right there. Hey, dude.
yeah, no, we were young,
fellow
and
music companion.
Young, dumb, and
How you doing, fellow kids?
yeah. So long story short, he was like, "Hey, we got this show opportunity. You can open up for Earth Groans and some other band. Earth Groans slaps. They're really nice dudes." So we were like, "Okay, where's it at?" He's like, "Well, it's in Springfield, Missouri." And we're like, "Oh, okay." He's like, "Yeah, it's just an hour outside of St. Louis," which from where we were kind of based out of, it was like St. Louis is 3 hours, 12-ish minutes, depending on traffic and all that. So we're like, oh, another hour. So it's a 4-hour trip. No big deal. So we didn't GPS it. We didn't do nothing until the day before. So I'm sitting there in my grandma's driveway, because that's where we used to practice, is my grandma's basement. Shout out my grandma.
Shout out grandma.
Yeah, right. And I get on my phone and I pull up little maps and it says 6 hours, 55 minutes. And I'm like, okay, maybe this is just one of the routes. Yeah, no, that was the fastest route. And we're like, oh, we got to leave way earlier than that. Like, because we're thinking we're going to leave around noon. We get there around 5 or 6. No, we had to leave at like 9. Which for musicians, it's hard to wake up on time anyway. So let me paint you more of a picture of my situation. I was driving a 2003 extended cab Chevrolet 4.3 with a shotgun blast through the floorboard.
So that's a complete vehicle right there.
Yeah, it was a farm truck.
That's what.
And that was the tour vehicle, right?
Yep.
Well, here's the joke. Every other member in Cohen was like, yeah, I'm gonna drive separately to this 6 hour and 55. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. What you just have is a voice of reason. Yeah, we didn't have
because
that.
we had our friend who was taking photos and shit, and then we had our old drummer's girlfriend who was the merch girl, and there was a lot of people coming.
A lot of people. So what happened to dear old Trevor here is I got to listen to nothing but road noise for 6 hours and 55 minutes on my way to Springfield, Missouri. And it clapped out 4.3, which I don't know if you're a car guy or anything like that, but there's not a lot of top end in those trucks. And so when we're doing like 65, pegging at $4,000 on the tack, and I was like, man, I love this fuel economy. So I finally get there. We ended up having to park like 3 blocks away from the venue, which doesn't normally sound like a big deal, but when you're fat, you know what I'm saying? 3 blocks is a lot. We get there, it's packed. It's just like a little bar. It's like a split venue thing. There was a bar on either side, and there was 2 different concerts going on. So I was like, oh man, this show is going to be like the biggest show we ever played. And so we're getting gear in and stuff, and we get approached by either, I don't want to say it was a member of Earth Groans. It's kind of fuzzy at this point. But we get approached. Yeah. We get approached by, I will say, a member of somebody's management.
It was Jesus Christ. That's who you were approached by.
Yeah. More likely.
No idea.
Yeah. So he goes, how would you guys listen? This is crazy.
How would you
guys like to headline tonight? And so us being a Greenhorn band, we were like, I remember looking at Nick specifically and being like, dude,
this is it.
This is the big time.
Yeah.
Right.
Springfield, Missouri.
Mind you, we're showing our green here. So Earth Groans puts on one of the most intense live shows I've ever seen. Crowd is just hopping. Energy is just out of this world. And so we're like, all right, here it is. I mean, there was probably 80, 90.
Well over 100 people.
100 people. It was packed. Like there were people hanging outside trying to listen to it. It was a small venue. Yeah. So we're like, oh, this is going to be, they're going to love our emo metalcore. So they, get off the stage. We load in real quick, get set up. It took us like 2 minutes flat, because we were practicing those, set up and breakdown times.
We're really good at that.
Yeah. Yeah. We get off the stage pretty quick. Oh, are you there?
Yeah, there we go.
There you are. Okay. We got that low power notification.
Oh, shit.
No
charger in your car still?
Nope, it'll buff out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So I remember hearing guitar left, and I was like, dun, 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 dun. I was like, man, this sounds so sick. I was like, this is gonna be the best show of my life. And I remember hearing my drummer at the time do that 4-click in, I strum, I turn, and there was 3 people, stage right, and the sound guy. We played 2 songs, and those 3 people were like, all right, these guys aren't terrible. And then we had this song called Mute. It was one of my favorite songs. Had a guitar solo in it, so I was really happy about it.
Trevor was
used to play guitar, by the way.
Oh, yeah, I used to play guitar.
Okay.
Yeah. And I start playing my solo, and those 3 people leave. And I was like, okay, well, we're still going to give it our all, because, you never know who's here. maybe somebody will hear it or something. I don't know. So we gave it our all. We got some good pictures out of it. And I remember playing our second to the last song, and I looked up and the sound guy wasn't even there. He dipped. So
What?
yeah.
Straight up yoinked.
And so
We've come a long way.
I remember thinking to myself, I just drove 6 hours and 55 minutes to play to no one.
To practice.
Yeah. But then I was like, you know what? I still have fun. It was, good. We used it as a like stage practice, I guess. And we lived it up and played, finished the set. And it was bad enough that the promoter was like, oh, you guys on tour with them? And we're like, nah. And they were like, well, where are you from? Well, we're from, basically Murray, Kentucky. And they were like, isn't that really far from here? We're like, yeah. And they're like, did you drive all this way for a one-off? And I remember looking at them like, yeah. And it was our first paying gig because they felt so bad. They gave us $15.
And then you got donuts with that 15.
Yeah, we went to this place called Hertz Donut. The Earth Grown guys felt bad. So they were like, hey, come eat donuts with us, which is like a consolation prize, I guess.
This is where the second part of the story kicks in.
And this is Act 2.
Where's intermission?
Yeah. Intermission.
I had a breather.
Yeah. All right. So part 2. Just a reminder, we're like 18, 19. Youngins. And most of the band was in college at the time. I mean, I went to community, but who cares? But they all had tests and stuff in the morning. So they're like, we got to head back. I was like, well, all right. And my grandma called and she's like, do you have a place to stay? Are you going to be okay? Being a, good grandma, like, of course, me being
one of those B&Bs.
Yeah. And of course, I told my grandma, I was like, yeah, I'm straight. Don't worry about me. It's all good.
I'm straight.
And
the grandma.
Yeah, I'm good, Graham.
I'm good, Graham.
Yeah. So my drummer at the time had some stuff going on because like we said, the merch girl was his girlfriend. So they were like, hey, don't tell the rest of the band because we don't have any room. But they're like, we're renting a hotel tonight. We got some business to handle. And then after that, we'll call you and you can come crash, take a shower. And I was like, all right, bet. I'm tired. I'll play my heart out to nobody. I was like, at least I get a shower tonight, get some continental breakfast or whatever, or complimentary breakfast, not continental. God. Think about tires again. So I'm outside in the truck, and all of a sudden it's like Jack Frost is like, what's good, homie? And it just starts.
At my nose, huh?
Yeah, it just starts downing snow out of nowhere. And next thing I know, it's like 12 degrees. And my truck, once again, it was a farm truck. So it leaked. The heat didn't work that good. So I'm outside freezing. An hour passes. And then another hour. Then my fuel light comes on. So I'm like, all right, bet. I'm going to go get some gas with my last $20. I get gas. And then as I'm pumping, this cop rolls up. And he's like, hey, you a long way from home, ain't you? I was like, yes, sir. He goes, whose drums are those? I was like, they're mine, sir. He's like, okay. No, where'd you really get them drums? And I'm like, so I have to go on this like 10-minute tangent explaining my situation. I'm like, look, we played this packed show right down the road and we played to nobody. Like, so this cop is like running my plates, doing his job. But about 30 minutes passes and he goes, but really, what you out here doing? I'm like, dude, I was like, man, I'm waiting for my drummer to finish his business so I can get a shower. He's like, well, don't let me catch you around here again. I'm like, for what? Like,
you should have been like, I'm waiting to get some crystal meth. Like, just
That's not the Kentucky plates.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
You do.
So I end up going back to the hotel room. My phone, I'm in the parking lot still, and my phone's about to die. Of course, none of my cigarette lighters work, so I can't charge it. And so, I can't even be on iPhone or anything, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just out there miserable listening to AM radio in the middle of Springfield, Missouri.
11 degrees.
11 degrees. I'm getting water tortured because it's hitting my forehead. just sitting there in the truck freezing. So I ended up jumping in the back. I grabbed the drum carpet or the drum rug, and I cover up with that because I'm too exhausted to attempt to drive home, And mind you, blizzard. And so around 5:30, I get a call. And it's like, "Hey, dude, I'm sorry, we forgot about you." It gets better. And I was like, "All right, cool." He's like, "Well, hey, I have a test tomorrow, so we got to leave at like 6, my man, so we can get there on time." So I literally walked in the hotel room and was like, "All right, let's leave." And then I made that trek all the way back to Kentucky. I pulled in my driveway and my grandma was like, "How was the show?" And I was like, "It was the best, Grandma." And then I slept for about 38 hours.
That's it.
Oh man, that
Owen's down bad.
Yeah. We down bad.
Have been down bad.
Yeah. We've been through a lot.
Where did all the show though? Where did all the people go? Like they
We're still trying to figure that out. Matter of fact, we got
Elon Musk. Where are you?
Yeah, we've been in contact with SpaceX trying to figure out what's going on. Like,
They were raptured.
yeah,
We're trying to get some satellites.
Wait,
they were what
it
are they
was
called?
Jesus. Dude. Holy shit, bro.
They were
raptured. We had no idea.
We fucking cracked it.
They were crisis actors. That's what
They were Antifa.
Oh
Jeez.
my God.
And the honey pot is open.
Anyways, okay, new topic.
But that's the condensed version of that story.
Yeah, that's a long story. Either way.
Oh
That's
my
the
God.
condensed version.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, Nick even has an
Mine wasn't
extra
bad.
part of
I
it,
just
but still.
I just drove back. I drove from like midnight to like 7:30 in the morning through a blizzard to get back in time for class, and that shit sucked.
My
Yeah.
God.
What?
I was in my apartment.
Yeah,
just
Gage
dumping
wasn't in the
those
van yet. So.
Gage was enjoying
Yeah,
his
Gage
life.
probably controlled.
I was probably getting drunk.
Wow. Yeah, that's quite the
So-
story. I mean,
So-
the furthest we traveled for like a one-off was New Jersey, and New Jersey is just frightening to be. I mean, that's just a frightening.
I would imagine, yeah. From what I've heard, it just sounds frightening. From
Yeah.
the Jersey Shore.
You muff cabbage.
Oh my god.
It's like we literally pull up to the venue and the guy's just like for real though, like be careful of your trailer being stolen. I'm like, oh, all right.
St. Louis.
that's-
That's another funny story.
Oh God.
God, man. Well, that's a horrible story. Well, I mean, I'm glad that you got some sleep eventually, but
Yeah, no. And the way I look at it now is like, every band has to learn, and then you can tell, people. I'm going back. You could try to tell me like, "Hey, dude, maybe you should look into getting a hotel room or something." I'd be like, "I don't need your advice," but
You gotta pay your dues.
yeah,
brother.
you gotta eat shit. You gotta pay your dues, and we definitely paid some dues.
see, I get the whole pay your dues thing, but I would rather pay a different kind of due than that.
Yeah.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just sounds miserable. Oh,
Yeah, it was
man.
awesome.
Dude, that's not miserable.
See,
but-
the best part is I always make the joke because whenever we play like far away, like usually Adam, my guitar player, and Derek, the bass player, they usually switch off, and I say it's because I'm the vocalist. I need to rest my voice. That's why I can't drive. That's why I.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I gotta.
Shout out revenge season.
Yeah, so I want so Nick, you can use that one from now on. Like if you're when you're traveling, you can just say I got to rest my voice. Like I can't drive right now.
Nick,
No,
Nick
no.
won't be driving anyway.
Yeah.
He's on his
He's-
fourth car.
Yeah, he's not allowed to drive.
I'll be in the back.
Wait a
doing-
minute. Wait,
yeah.
Let me drive.
We're gonna let Kenton drive action most of the way.
so wait, you're on your fourth car. Is that what I just heard?
I'm on my third car. I hit a deer and then
Now.
I totaled my car last year in Louisville. I was down bad last year. A lot of bad shit happened.
Did you hit the deer? Or did the deer hit you? Because I mean that.
The deer got me.
Wow.
That do be happening.
Yeah.
That do be
Oh,
happening.
that's another thing.
Oh yeah,
Deer.
Kentucky's.
Yeah,
awful
we
about
hit deer a lot.
There's a lot of fucking deer.
Yeah.
There's a lot of there's a lot of turkeys where I am as well. There's a lot of deer, a lot of turkeys.
Does that mean again?
There's a lot of Cohen riffs walking around. You know?
Damn it!
Turkey.
You've caught on to my tricks, Rich.
Yeah, you just see a turkey and you just pull up the voice memo and you're like, "What do you got to say?" And then he's just
Speak or forever hold your peace.
you grab him.
Now that's what I call a riff.
Yeah, you grab him by the throat. Whatever comes out, you just try to track it. I like
That's it.
That's it.
You
But-
figured it out.
Shoving a turkey beak into the pop filter.
I hope Mike Milford knows what he's gotten himself into. Turkey riff band. I like
That's our new moniker, dude.
Yeah, turkey
Turkey
riff.
ribs.
The turkey.
We got now we have to make a TikTok.
Oh my god. I mean, look, we have one. We just never use it.
That's true.
Oh yeah, a Cohen TikTok with turkey.
There-
That'd be money.
There's one made and there's nothing on it. We just
It's like one video.
I think we used it for like one ad and that was it.
Yeah, I don't. TikTok's is a weird one because like I know
It's
one
a
of those,
weird. Yeah.
it's one of those things like I know I should use it, but I don't know what the frig to do. You know, it's like it's. I mean, I could scream over a Josh Turner song all day, you know, but it's like, well,
Hey.
you're taking me on a journey.
All right, here we go. We had to plug in the phone.
Oh, okay. I know. I'm sorry to be taking up so much.
No, you're
No,
good.
no,
yeah, we're
yeah,
having
yeah.
fun.
Dude, yeah,
Good.
it's a
I'm
fucking
glad
blast.
you guys are good sports, which I like. A lot of people kind of, they could be uptight. You don't know how to jump, but you guys take a jump.
Not us. Yeah.
No, no.
All
We
do is
love
clown.
jokes. Oh,
All we
yeah.
do is clown.
There's usually a line and we're always over it.
Yeah.
Earlier, Kenton and Gage were working on a demo, and Trevor and I were sitting on the couch looking up fart videos.
Yeah.
Just
We're children.
That's
dude.
usually a Cohen writing session,
Just-
to be
Yeah.
honest.
just minion
Yeah,
farts.
Like two
me
of
and
us-
Gage writing, and
then those
on
two
the
are
couch
just
watching
fucking-
memes.
Talking shit.
Just talking,
Yeah.
crying over our exes, and just
Yeah. You just had to bring them up, didn't
I had to.
Usually
Hey,
it's me.
Buff,
I'll be watching like a show on Netflix, and then my guitar player will spend all this time coming up with something. Like, what do you think of this? I'll be like, no, I don't like it. And then that's just kind of
That sounds about right.
yeah. I don't like it. But man, I'm looking forward to what I know. You guys said that you're kind of experimenting, and I think that that's always good. I'm looking forward to what you guys have coming next, though, because like I said, I'm a genuine fan of the band, and our YouTube channel isn't huge. I mean, we're a little bit over 11K, but I will always, whenever a new Cohen song drops, man, I'm always going to be there to check it out for the channel because I think you guys have some good.
Yeah.
Oh, what'd you say? Sorry.
He said you were our first reaction video, actually.
No shit, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Oh.
we're all sitting in on my couch in Kentucky, and we're
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah.
wait, there's a reaction video. We're like, oh
we were
hell
very
yeah.
drunk, by the way.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
You,
Make
you-
it sound like we're alcoholics.
Because we
live in
fucking
Kentucky.
are. We have nothing else to do.
I thought it was just the meth, but okay, there's alcohol involved.
No, it's all about Kentucky bourbon in this band. Let's be real.
Oh, fuck that.
Anyways,
That's what got a DUI.
what we were saying
Room
was,
goes to time.
what we were saying was, it's like we were all at Trevor's couch one night. And we were on YouTube, and we ended up seeing a Paris reaction. And I was like, oh, fuck. Somebody did it. And I was like, oh, shit. I
we
love
were
this
like-
fucking channel.
I was like, man, there's no way.
Yeah. I was like, us?
We
Really?
never had anything like that.
No, never.
It was you popped our cherry.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys are very, very handsome young men. You know, what can I say? I'm happy to do so. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
I'm happy to. But how did you guys come across it? I'm curious. Like, I'm always interested because I mean, I've had some bands that like my favorite reaction moment is I posted on Twitter. I was just saying like what reactions we were doing for the week coming up or whatever, and at the time it was Architects Black Lungs. It got like leaked by accident, and then the video came out later. But at the time it was like the leaked version, and they actually messaged me and they were just like, "Hey, the song's not actually officially out yet. Would you mind holding off on reacting to it?" Architects. I was like,
Fuck.
hold I was like, okay, I got a message from Art. I had to. It was one of those things like you look at your phone. And I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah,
So,
you're like, wait, what the fuck?
yeah. And so
Is this the counter offer?
I was like, listen, I'll do whatever you want. I mean, you just tell me what to do. I mean, you can tell me, you can give me a script if you want. But no, yeah, but so I did. I waited, and that was like my coolest reaction moment. But so I'm always curious how bands come across the videos.
It
I'll
was
tell you the truth.
randomly, I think. Right?
Well, no.
Oh no, I think we were.
See, we
searching
do
it up.
this. We were okay.
You're narcissistic. Can you look yourselves up? Is that what's going on?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh yeah.
we do it at least once a week.
There we
Just to be like, all right, yeah, we're
Go on.
popping on that algorithm.
We're on the Daily Mix 3. God.
Yeah. But no, we looked ourselves up and then we saw you and we're like, what? No. And then we watched it. We're like, oh.
He
doesn't think it's dog shit.
Yeah, we were scared. We're
Wait.
like, oh, he's gonna hate us.
Was that the
Although
full
Rich was like,
EP?
"Oh, this is a long song. Oh fuck."
Yeah.
Was that the EP reaction, or was that
No,
It was just a Parish one.
yeah, it was just a Parish reaction, I think.
Mhm.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, because I remember I had heard it, and I think I wanted Adam to hear it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because Adam's, I like to say Adam's come a long way in terms of being modernized. He's like one of those guys I joke about. I'm like, he's like a nothing beats the Stones man, but for like era in August Burns Red.
Yeah.
That's just gay.
That's 100% me.
That's
Because
gay.
like, you know, you were grilling them earlier about like being sworn in fans and stuff, and it was like whenever I first joined the band, I'd never even heard of Sworn In.
Yeah.
So like,
I didn't know
You're
who
the-
the dealer
you're the
was. I
Adam.
didn't know, you know.
You're the
Yeah.
Adam of the band. Okay.
yeah, literally. And then so like through Nick and them, it was I kind of listened to them, and I'm gonna be like, I hated them my first listen. I was like, this is shit.
Yeah.
And then like I started listening to it more, and I was like, all right, it's about
Yeah.
Yeah.
because like
The acquired taste. Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, because like my whole forte before like you said, getting modernized was like the Wormwood era of Acacia Strain.
Well, that's
And,
not
like,
bad though. I mean, Wormwood is awesome.
oh yeah,
awesome.
but like that was it. So like it Wormwood, and then before, so like a lot of groove metal was like my thing. So like Lamb of God, or like
A lot of Pantera.
yeah, or Pantera. Like I'm like fucking Pantera addict.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there goes the
There it
there
goes.
goes the fan.
Interesting. Okay. Where's the end button here? No, but no, Pantera. I have a funny Pantera story. So, their song "Hostage."
Yeah.
You might actually know of this band because it was in my like thrashy metal. That's why like As I Lay Dying was like my entryway into metalcore.
Hell yeah, dude.
Because of the thrashiness element.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
they
remember
slap.
that? Yeah, no, I mean As I Lay Dying are
Yeah.
legends. But do you remember the band, the thrash band Battlecross?
Yeah.
Ha! Yeah.
Okay, I got a Battlecross tattoo. That's how much I was into them.
That's fucking
Fuck yeah.
tight.
Yeah.
Tell them about your
Yeah.
Pantera
So
tattoo,
guy back here, he's actually a Pantera addict too.
I
and
was as a teenager.
you still
You
are.
still
we
are.
still bump trend kill. So don't even.
I can't lie. Okay.
So you got Phil tattooed somewhere on you. Is that what you're gonna tell me?
He's got a dime tattoo.
Really?
No.
Well, that's
I
bad.
thought you had a dime tattoo.
No, it's
How about you just
fucking-
settle and whip it out?
you have a tattoo.
Yeah.
No, I'm wearing a hoodie.
I showed you mine. Now show me yours. Go ahead.
I
Yeah.
literally can't. I'm wearing a
He's,
hoodie.
he's in the back seat under like 3 jackets.
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
it's fucking cold here, dude.
All right. Well, we'll put that on the Conley fans.
Oh
Yeah,
shit!
yeah,
There we go.
there it is.
Yeah. See,
We'll airdrop it to you.
so that battle. So Battlecross. They did a cover of Hostage, and I remember I was at a show. It was Battlecross and fucking Chimera and
Oh, that's a
Oh,
classic.
okay.
Yeah.
Fear Factory. I think I want to say
Fear
That's
Factor's-
even better.
Fear Factor's fucking
that's
I love
fucking going way back now.
Yeah.
But I remember I was talking to the guys, like, I was like this, annoying Punisher fan. And I remember saying that I was like, oh man, I really like that new song you released. I was like, I really like it. It's kind of like Hostage. And they're like, the Pantera cover? I'm like, that's a Pantera cover? I had no idea.
You're like, fuck, that sounds good.
I was like, I don't know. So I looked like the biggest moron. But yeah, no. So it's yeah. So I have. Do you guys have any band tattoos besides? I know you with the dime tattoo. Do you have any band tattoos? Anybody? No.
No,
Nobody.
no, not yet.
Nobody's cool enough. I understand.
No.
So yeah,
Right.
I got Battlecross, Whitechapel,
Hey.
as I lay dying, and a mirror. I mean, I had to
Oh,
get
really?
Oh,
Fuck
yeah.
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah.
you can tattoo.
a little
It's a
mirror.
snapback.
Oh.
I got
want to watch him suck his dick.
I
you
have
know?
Frankie's,
Oh.
I have Frankie's face on my ass cheek. I mean, to be totally honest with
Oh
you.
shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hell
I
yeah. I think I actually believe that.
Yeah, I fucking did.
wait,
You fucking got him.
He's down bad.
you did not believe that. I hope.
I really did. Hey, I've seen worse tattoos, man. Like
Did you
Like
see
my-
that? Did you see
it's
that
there-
killer one that's going around on Twitter?
the Tello one.
Yes.
I was-
Oh yeah, the one on her chest. Ooh.
Yeah, is that real?
Man.
Is that real?
I hope not.
I think so.
That's
Well,
rough.
okay. Objectively.
Okay.
I mean,
that's
I
it.
have the same one, so that's why I was curious. I just want to know if she ripped
Yeah.
it off. You know.
Dude.
Oh shit. Shit.
But yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Shout out Mike Busey.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, what you know about Mike Busey?
Oh, God. Now we're canceled.
Oh no! All right, let's edit that out too.
Yeah, appreciate it. Put a stamp on that.
Nothing's getting edited out. You guys are going down. No,
That's fine.
Let's go.
Where's the drone?
The
Oh,
drone.
fuck, the AP drone.
Yeah.
Anyways,
so I'm curious. What kind of what albums are you guys looking forward to that are coming out here? I know there's a lot of stuff coming out here pretty soon. Is there anything that
I
you
just want a new goddamn fucking like Glass Cloud record, and that'll never happen. And I know that.
that'll never
That's
happen.
okay.
Yeah.
But-
Josh,
I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that new chapel that they're
Yeah.
Ooh,
teasing.
yeah.
Big
Oh,
Chapel
yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, we're big. Gage and I are big Chapel fans.
I'm actually really pumped for the new Era album.
I am too.
Yeah.
I saw them live.
Yeah.
Good shit.
What do you think of the era singles? Like, which one's one's your favorite?
Oh, dude, Snowblood is my
Easily
shit.
Snowblood, yeah.
Snowblood's my shit. I mean, all of them really, but like Snowblood's just got that extra. Just
What is it? Scorpion Hymn, the really heavy
Yeah,
one.
Scorpion him. I really
Super
like
fucking
that.
cool.
Yeah, I'm pumped for Landmarks. Landmarks is one of the
Oh,
I never listened to Landmarks.
slaps.
Oh, you said,
Yeah.
yeah.
Holy shit! No, me and Nick, we
Lost
were
in a Wave. Yeah.
yeah, we
That
were
shit's
chilling on the
fucking
couch and
Sick.
that video came up and we're like, we'll give it a shot, whatever. And then next thing I know, my fucking face is melted, and I was like, yeah, this band's blowing up. I was like,
yeah.
I've
cool
never
as
heard
fuck.
of them before until that music video, and I was like, that is one of the good,
It's like
One of the good ones.
one of the good ones, one that I'm gonna remember in 5 years.
It's
You
like-
know what I'm saying?
it's like old
Yeah.
Linkin Park with fight riffs and shit. It's
Yeah,
cool.
it's,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah,
fire.
I said, like, because we did we've done a reaction video to like every single song that they've at this point I've almost ever put out. But I was like, man, if this band was in the US, they'd be like a Day to Remember level. Like, they're fucking
Yeah, they'd be
Yeah.
huge.
good.
Huge,
Huge.
huge,
Be huge, huge. Yeah.
huge.
wow.
Absolutely.
He's got it.
Or for Bernie Sanders, they'd be in the top 1% of all.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
God.
Oh, dude.
Dear God.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
My fight or flight kicked in.
That should be a breakdown right there. A breakdown call out. I'll just do like a Bernie impression right into a break.
There you go.
I'm once again asking for you to move or something. I don't know.
I'm once again asking for you to start a circle pit. Okay.
Healthcare.
Front to back, left to right. You know what to do. When this kicks in, I want you to converge. You know.
Oh shit.
Oh, dude.
I'm gonna do a full vocal cover of Parrish in a Bernie voice now.
Dude.
Heard you wouldn't.
Heard you
don't.
wouldn't.
Oh,
That'd be
man.
awesome.
Well, listen, guys, I won't take up too much more of your time. I know that it's getting into dangerous territory time over there in Kentucky. I don't want to be held responsible.
We've been scoped a couple times.
Yeah, I was
already.
gonna say I've had some people
Already got our
walking
points, man.
sideways by her, like those aliens in Scary Movie walking by it. Could have had
Fields are
something.
gonna start glowing here in a minute.
Yeah.
Where's the
Yeah.
radiation?
Exactly. I
Gotta
thought I saw a UFO fly by, so I want to get you guys into safe territory.
I mean, that's a typical Saturday. night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little buff.
Yeah. But listen, guys, as a fan of your band, I'm stoked that you guys are on Modern Empire because I feel like for your sound, I feel like that's probably the perfect label for you guys to be on. I know that the guy over there, Mike Milford, is really into that style. Like I always call it like the Modern Empire sound. Like, you know, you guys, Fox Lake, Dead Crown are kind of all in that sort of, I like to call the sonic pocket. That's a pretty good. I'm going to trademark that after the podcast.
There you go.
There you go.
Hey.
So, the Sonic Pocket. That could be a new menu item for Sonic or something. That'd be actually pretty good.
The Sonic.
Oh
Pocket.
man.
The Sonic, oh boy.
Oh
It's filled
boy.
with regret.
Don't even.
It's a calzone or
Right.
What? I'll see what everyone's thinking. Shit.
oh man.
Well,
They're down bad. They're down bad.
Anyways.
Edit that out. Edit that out too.
No.
But I'm looking forward to what you guys got. So, like, what do you guys have? Like, do you guys have some tentative plans for? I know that's also the quintessential band interview quote. What are the plans? And I know you're gonna say, well, we really can't talk about that right now. But you know, we're just gonna go through that motion.
there's really no plan.
I really
Yeah.
look like a man with a plan.
I mean, it's just like writing this new record
Yeah.
and then just working on our old record and releasing it again.
So we're just busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just working on everything we can as quickly and efficiently as possible.
You're like, we have a $15 Taco Bell order. You think we have a plan? No, but
Fucking no.
That's on
I
God.
wish my Taco Bell order was only $15.
What is it normally?
Anywhere from 22 to 25.
You are one man.
No, you sound like you
God.
get combos though.
No,
That's a combo stack right
no,
there. You got
Not
the
even.
you got the
Four
chalupas,
boxes.
the $5 boxes.
No.
Yeah, I see you, bro.
no. It's,
I know how-
single items. I'm telling you.
and I'll get you out of here on the most important questions. We've been talking about, you know, lower tier food, which is obviously superior. I mean, it's low tier food, but superior tasting to like literally everything else. So
that's
how do we
facts.
in Kentucky? How do we feel about Applebee's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Oh, we fuck up some Applebee's
That's all
around
good.
here.
As a fan,
Dollar margaritas.
Dollaritas.
Woo-wee.
Half price
Yes, sir.
apps after 9 or whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wednesday wings, dude.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. No, listen. If there was any doubt of our friendship, it's been secured with the Applebee's standing. I'm a bit.
Hell yeah.
My
Oh.
Coke story.
Oh shit. All right, before we go,
Yeah,
before
go
we go,
ahead,
this
go
is
ahead.
really important.
All right.
Oh man, that's Applebee's story from last summer.
Okay, so
Applebee's story. I love it.
we rolled up in Paducah and we were
Wait,
just
no,
writing some
you-
music as
you-
always.
You rolled up in the who?
There's this city called Paducah.
Where I live.
Can you spell
Yes.
that, please?
Buddy,
We
don't
can't
ask me to
spell.
spell.
We went to public
Can you
school.
use that in a sentence?
P-A-D-U-C-A-H.
Yeah, what he said.
Paducah.
And
All right.
Paducah. Yeah, Paducah, however you want to call it.
Paducah.
So we roll up in the Applebee's and Kenton. We were getting our drink orders, and what was it? You wanted a Pepsi?
No, I wanted a Coke.
Oh yeah, he was like, one Coke, please. And the lady
No
was
ice.
like, is Pepsi okay?
Yeah.
And Kenton usually doesn't do that hot in social situations, but he looked her dead in the face and was like, no.
I said
And I was like,
no.
what?
I don't think that's an answer any like
Yeah, like
waiter's
nobody's
ever
prepared
heard
for
ever.
that. And
Like usually they're like, oh yeah, that's fine.
Trev's just like, I'll have a Pepsi.
yeah. Like, I was like, damn, dude. So we tipped her pretty good because we felt a little bad. But Yeah, it's the first time I ever heard someone say no. Like, what are we supposed to do?
I was
cancel?
real with her. I mean, she asked me a question, you know.
Then no, I don't see anything wrong with that. I mean, that's a ridiculous question to ask. I mean, you cannot go.
That's not okay if I ordered a
Like
Coke.
if somebody said that to me and I was at a restaurant and they were like, "Can I have a Coke?" I'd be like, "Unfortunately, that's all I would say." And then you would know what I mean. I would
I'm
just say,
out on this one because
See, it's funny. I used to be a big Mountain Dew guy. Like growing up, I loved Mountain Dew.
Hell yeah, boy.
And then now it's like I'm kind of boring now. It's like sweet. Oh, Popeyes. We got Popeyes down in Kentucky.
Yeah,
We got
Popeyes.
Yeah, we got Popeyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their fries are so good, dog.
Yeah.
who goes to Popeyes for their fucking
Yeah.
fries?
That's true. Their biscuits are so goddamn dry, dude.
All right.
But in a good way.
I want you to rank the restaurants we've talked about here tonight.
Oh shit.
Applebee's, Popeyes, McDonald's, Taco Bell. Go.
All right, so we got T-Bell, and tied for first is Applebee's, Mickey D's. And I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not too familiar with Popeyes. I haven't had it enough for me to give like an honest opinion.
Unbelievable.
But so I'll just tack it just underneath McDonald's. Not saying the quality, I'm not trying to get canceled, but you know what I'm saying.
Well,
You're getting canceled over fast food.
You are canceled now. So
Oh,
en-
shit.
enjoy the success that you've had while you can.
Yeah. These biscuits. Yeah.
Go back to
Like,
go back to Paducah or whatever it was. Paducah. Whatever. Sounds like a
That's it.
from like the Dominican Republic. Paducah. Sounds like that last name.
Paducah.
But all right, who's next? Who wants to go next?
Oh fucking T-Bell tied first with Applebee's, Popeyes, and then McDonald's is somewhere under the pits of hell.
Yeah, well, I mean, you get the McGriddles or whatever the hell. I mean,
Those are good as fuck, dog. Like,
Nick's so defensive today.
dude, they came. Oh man.
oh, the chicken McGriddle.
which
Oh,
McGriddle?
dude.
I get the sausage McGriddle, just sausage. No, I mean, they're like, you want cheese? I'm
You
like,
gotta try the chicken McGriddle.
pancake. What do I want cheese on this for?
Fair enough.
Let the record show I would get cheese with the pancakes.
Unbelievable.
I guess
I'm with
I'd
Nick.
go. Well, Kenton's with Nick,
I'm with Nick on that.
and I'm a fucking ingrate, so I'm gonna say
Okay.
Taco Bell, McDonald's,
Oh.
Popeyes, then Applebee's.
Oh,
You piece of shit.
You know what's going on here? Because Adam doesn't like Applebee's either. It's an era fan thing. I mean, nobody,
Yeah.
they
I
don't
love
cross
that.
over.
I mean, I will go to Applebee's strictly for the Dollaritas, but the apps are in.
Now, are you like? So this is really going to top it
Shit
off.
opinion.
This is really going to top it off. Do you get Hello Fresh like Adam does?
Get Hello Fresh.
Yeah,
Like
you-
It's a meal thing.
Like the
It's a
meal delivery
prep
thing?
the meal gimmick, like where they.
No, he does not.
I have never heard of that.
Okay. All right, you're safe. I was gonna say we're gonna have some serious issues here if you do, because he gets Hello. I'm like,
He's
I'm
the
like-
Adam of Cohen.
yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, that'd be a huge problem. I mean, you guys should probably look elsewhere if that was the case.
Oh,
I'll just take my breakdowns with me then.
Not my bitch.
Well, it's funny. I go to Adam's house because he has like a studio in his basement, and I walk in. They have like a. They have like yeah, it's like a guitar player thing. They
Pretty
just
much,
have
yeah.
yeah. But I walk and he has like a he's like doing Hello Fresh, and I'm like, what even is this food? Number one, and I'm like, how much did this cost? And like the cost of it is like going out
really-
to eat. So I'm like,
Yeah.
so what's the logic here? Like you're working more and paying.
it's already mostly made, I guess, right? Like
yeah, but it's like the food is like what-
mediocre.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I don't want to eat this. I mean, why would you want to eat that? I mean, why
Fair
would
enough.
you? Yeah.
I know every YouTuber I like sponsored by them.
Yeah, they're like, use my code to buy HelloFresh today.
Use
my
code TrueShot.
Yeah,
Use code TrueShot
Yeah.
to buy HelloFresh.
yeah, they're gonna hear
Heard it here
this. And they're
first.
gonna be like, "We're never sponsoring them." So I've lost that sponsorship deal. I'm hoping to get a sponsorship with Blue Chew. That's my next target. That's what I'm hoping.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm hoping for Blue Chew. The
It's like a white grade Viagra.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
I was
you
gonna
got the
say you
link,
can.
though.
I was gonna say you could Google it
know,
after. No, but yeah, Blue Chew is like one of those that's like you could listen to like a QAnon podcast. They'd be like, this episode of QAnon's Local is sponsored by Blue Chew. And it's like, wow, this is everywhere.
Use
But,
promo code Trailer Trev at checkout.
Use promo code Paducah and get $15 off.
Yup.
15% off.
But,
use the promo code Redneck.
Yeah.
use the promo code Crystal Meth.
God.
Oh man, I've had a lot of fun with you guys, and I just want to let you know that as you guys continue on and do more podcasts, none will ever top this one. And I just
No.
Yeah,
Probably
probably not.
all the
If I
other
ever get asked about
podcasts.
crystal meth again, I'd be surprised.
Yeah.
No, they probably won't. I mean, they see the thing is, as I wouldn't have known about that, but like I said, my girlfriend used to live there, so she shows me like videos, stories, like her house got broken into. I mean, bunch of crazy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I mean the biggest thing here is like we have a sign that there's like this guy who steals packages from the little apartment doorway. That's like the biggest crime.
Word?
Here.
He's just doing his best.
Yeah. He's trying to get by. I mean, that's what I say.
Yeah,
You know, it's like maybe there's some Blue Chew in one of those packages, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Wife's
Shitty
counting on him.
well, I'll let you guys go. You know, you're probably gonna have to do a jump start of the truck after this. So
No, man, it's still on.
Still
We
running.
burn the fossil
wait,
fuels.
you've been running this whole time?
Oh, yeah.
We got it like
Oh my
that.
God, you're
I got a
definitely gonna
30
be
gallon tank. We're good.
you're
Yeah.
definitely going to be canceled because you are emitting harmful fumes. Into
Oh,
the
shit.
There it goes. There
I would
it
just
is.
like to say this vehicle's been API certified.
That's one of the Tesla trucks that you're in, the new Tesla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cybertruck.
I've still got my cat converter. We're good.
Yeah. For now.
Yeah.
Well, listen,
for now.
guys, like I was saying before, you guys just always just shoot me a message, shoot me a line whenever you have something coming out, and we'll happily do a reaction for it. Big fan of you guys. I really dig the sound. And I'm looking forward to what you guys got next. And I'm happy to help support in any way that I can, whatever that is.
All right, man.
All right,
We greatly
thank you,
appreciate
man.
it. Thank
Really.
you.
Yeah,
And
that's
thanks for
awesome.
having us on. We're glad to get Gage in on one of these. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
First interview.
Oh,
Yeah.
first interview. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
how was it? This was probably just a very jarring experience. I'm sorry. I kind of went into the crystal meth pretty quick.
It's just
Well,
like
I know.
being at work.
Like, yeah,
Another day.
he's gonna ask us how we formed, what show experiences do we have, who are influences. No, he just went in straight into the crystal meth.
Crystal
What's your
meth.
favorite hard drug?
How many times have you overdosed? No, but
6, but who's counting?
Uh,
That's good.
this is gonna be a
How many DUIs do you have?
my mom was a drug addict, so it's like I can make those kind of jokes like with Liberty, you know, like, it's
Okay.
one of those things where you can
10-4.
I can make those kind of jokes, and she would want me to, you know, she would want me to. She'd be like, listen, if you do not make fun of my drug use, what's wrong with you? But on that note, I'll let you guys get out of here. Next time you go to Applebee's, I hope it's a good trip. And don't go play in Springfield, Missouri anytime soon.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'll
been
be
a while.
I'll be
We're in
your
a panorama
agent on
right
that
now.
decision. But
Grandma.
yeah. But listen, Cohen, all of you guys, thank you so much for coming on the podcast today. And listen, if whoever's made it this far, because I look at the average time, you know, there's a lot of people who do listen to the end, but there's a lot of people. It's weird. It's like they put on a podcast and listen for like 4 minutes. It's like, what are you doing? Like,
what's
4
the
minutes?
point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 minutes and you're out. But listen, you guys have got to check out Cohen. Their latest EP, because I can say latest EP. I don't want to say debut because you guys have other music. So their latest EP, Suffer, which came out back in November, right?
Yeah.
November
20th.
20. Okay, yeah, okay. November 20th. I was just trying to guess for myself. I was like, I remember doing the reaction to it when it came out. But it came out back in November. You guys got to check that out. I highly endorse the song Perish. That is like That is like the oh man, that's like the what would it be? Hypocrisy by sworn in. I mean, that's like
Oh,
Oh.
okay. All right.
Those are
Bet.
high regards.
Oh,
Damn.
Hell yeah.
that's what I would say. But listen,
We
guys,
appreciate it.
yeah, thank you guys so much, and get home safely, and
For sure.
yeah, keep in touch. Like I said, send over whatever you got, and we'll happily do a reaction video to it.
All right, buddy.
All
We'll
right,
keep you in the
thanks.
loop, man.
Yeah.
All right,
Thank you.
guys, take care.
Yeah.
too.
You too.
See you, man.
See you.
Thank you for listening or watching this episode of the True Shot Guest Spot podcast. If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you leave a like, you leave a comment, subscribe to turn on the notification bell so you know if I release new videos here on the channel. If you're on Spotify, share us on an Instagram story. Tag me, tag any other guys from Cohen, tag the band, tag their record label Modern Empire, tag somebody. And if you're on Apple Podcasts, leave us a 5-star review and share us with a friend. And if you want to go even further than that, make sure you support us on Twitch, twitch.tv/TrueShotOfficial, or Patreon, patreon.com/TrueShotOfficial. And until the next one, thank you so much for watching, for listening, and we'll see you later. Peace.